Can you hear me? Good. What's up? What's going on, Brian?
I'll ask you questions, you ask me. I said, you ask first, you're a lady, so she asked me questions. I answered them. Their one issue is they want to find out who my mum is. It's impossible.
Well, that's wrong. I don't agree with that. Your mum should be left out of it.
I agree.
They
can't never be able to find out my mum. Anyway, so I said, I then reversed. I said, well, you've asked me questions. I've answered them all, Simon. Tell me, Wendy, what military background have you got? What was your regiment?
But
yeah, because I know. Yeah.
But I mean, you said the other night that she was in the military for 4 years, and I've never even asked Wendy this myself.
She's never been in the military. No, she's never been in the military.
I heard you saying on the internet the other day that she'd been in for 4 years on Jedi Show.
No, not me.
It was you. I heard you.
Between me and you, Simon. Right, this is between me and you, Simon. Can we keep this? And I'm being honest with you. I'll give you my word on my kid's life. It's between me and you.
Okay. I don't have any. I don't have any kids, but I'll promise you on my cat's life or something. Go on.
Well, I heard, and I got a little bit of evidence that Wendy's husband, which must be absolutely devastating, died in a motorcycle accident.
He was decapitated. Yes.
I heard that as well.
And then Esau then threatened that he would play football with the severed head.
He did, which is inexcusable to any extent. But can I just say what I've heard?
But you see why that would make Wendy call him the N-word? Do you hear?
Oh, listen, I'd call you a cunt, no.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Yeah. But let me just finish what I've heard. Now, the guy who killed her husband was run over. He was on a motorcycle, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, he was an immigrant who shouldn't have been here, had no insurance, no licence, no nothing.
What, the guy that did her husband?
That ran over her husband. Now, I can see now, because if I can only go with children, yeah?
Yeah.
To my child, to get me.
Yeah, you'd want to end him. Yeah.
He shouldn't have been in the country. He shouldn't have been driving. He had no license, had no insurance, had no nothing. Yeah. And he died. And I didn't want to say, but I heard he got his head chopped off under the car. You and me.
Yeah.
How the hell did you get over that?
Well, you don't, obviously, and she never has. She'll never date or see anyone again. I spoke to her about that the other day. She's like an honourable widow. She's like, she'd never even considered dating someone, you know?
Yeah, I mean...
But why do you... Why? I don't really get why this matters. Are you trying to source why you think she might have something against people of a certain religion, or...?
I do believe she's a racist, Simon. I do believe that, but I can understand why. Because if I don't take this, how can I put this? Yeah, she's a white woman who's an immigrant. Yeah, has run her and killed her husband, who she loved dearly, and I know she did because,
well, of course she did. Yeah.
I believe that. I truly believe that was the love of her life, and it proves that because 10 years on, she's still single.
Yeah. Now,
how many women would you know do that?
Yeah, not many. Yeah, and even the idea disgusts her, which is a bit weird, because I you know...
Well, it's just love.
Oh, I know, but, what I'm saying is...
Simon, I'm not a bad bloke, but I just believe, so I'm not against her. Listen, I was talking to her for 5 months. I was trying to help her with autism and an EHC plan with a child, a granddaughter. And then when she turns against me and says all these nasty things, Simon, I've got to defend myself. You don't know what's happened in the last week and a half, Simon. Yeah? I've had posters put through my wife's door threatening her. I've had posters put through by Plisco.
Right, now Plisco I agree with, as in I agree with your opinion on. I think he gets some kind of dark, twisted satisfaction out of it. The other day, I was sitting in that, I'd gone into a hangout, and I think Rapid was in there, I think Muckers was in there. There were a few other people in there. We were chatting, and Plisco was sitting in there with his microphone muted, not speaking to any of us. And I was watching him going, Brian, Simon's in here. Simon wants to talk to you. And I was saying on the microphone, because I knew he could hear me, Plisco, stop using me as bait, please. Stop using me as bait. I haven't asked to speak to Brian. Why are you using me as bait? And he just didn't answer. He just completely ignored me. He completely ignored me. he sat he sat in the room with listening to us with the microphone muted, baiting you using my name, and it was making me angry. I was like, listen to me, man, will you stop typing my name? And he didn't reply, and I can sense that he gets some kind of dark, twisted.
He's dark and twisted. He was saying like, do you not want to suck on Simon's balls and all this?
It's always sexual. It's always sexual with him. I've started typing in the chat. Plisco doesn't get any. Do you know what I mean? Because it's always sexual. He always takes it down to this really degenerate low level.
He's vermin. He's vermin, Simon. Absolute vermin.
And I actually spoke to us about that last night, about both skits.
Well, I was
and
till 4:30 this morning, and I can't divulge his personal thingy because I won't do it. Yeah.
Well, you've already divulged his personal message to me, even though it was a really nice message, and I really appreciated what he said in that. That was a nice message.
He said to me, "You're on certain terms," and he's a lovely bloke. And I can see how he's in Yorkshire up there and alpha males and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not going to divulge his sexuality and whatnot, but he sent me a few. We were talking till 4:30 this morning, and he's all right. The Keys a nice fella.
Well, that's what I think as well. Yeah, I've only spoken to him.
I genuinely think he is. But he's a little bit lost, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you. I've met a few like that.
If that makes any sense to you. I can't divulge what he's told me, because he's told me personally, but he seems a generally nice fella. Hates Plisco.
Yes.
He told me so. He told me he didn't like, and I remember when him talk, he said he didn't like what I said to you. He thought it was uncalled for. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I've got the messages.
Yeah. You showed me, but I mean, really, you could have just told me rather than showing me. I don't know. It's breaching his confidence as well, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
That lad, I'm assuming he's 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm assuming, yeah? I'm assuming that. But as I say, he's spoken to me. We were talking about clubs and doormen and all this lot and what clubs and how blah, 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 blah. And I'm just thinking he's a little bit of guidance, etc. But he did say to me, and he don't lie, I find he doesn't lie, you went at Simon too hard and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
And he told me straight.
And bless him for saying that. I appreciate it. But I guess what I'm trying to say is you shouldn't take screen grabs and then send me his messages. You can tell me in your words what he said.
Well, I was looking for you to really reach out to him. I think someone needs to.
Yeah.
And don't take this the wrong way. A gay guy.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
He's struggling with his identity, and I don't want to go too much detail. And he's a generally nice bloke. He said to me, Brian, I'm sitting on the backgrounds. I don't like what I'm hearing. He doesn't like Plisco. He didn't like the way I spoke to you. Yeah.
She said that to me the other day.
But what's her problem with me, Simon?
Well, I mean, you jump on. I mean, I don't know what messages go on in the background, but I see you jump on going, hello, Wendy. I'm going to be your future husband, Wendy.
That was one time last weekend. I went salam alaikum. Yeah, that's playing. I know I'm pushing buttons. No, I'm not.
But I mean, you did actively jump onto her channel, and it's not like you were bullied onto it, or you're going in there as much as she is, surely.
I was invited on. When I was on Zabida's channel, the Muslim channel, I got slated because I'm against racism and I'm against immigration. I've got a wife who comes from the Czech Republic, as you know. I've got 3 children who come from the Czech, and I'm just against immigration and the way they are. As I know you're suffering because you're gay and you have to fight for your rights all the time,
Uh-huh.
Wendy has got a bee in her bonnet, because I tell the truth, you me. Yeah, I know she's got 20 pseudonyms, but my main issue, Simon, is, like, as I say, the paedophiles and getting immigration right, you me.
Yeah. Well,
got a right to say they can't come into this country like that. We are full. Even my wife will tell me we're full.
I mean, I'm not against immigration in its proper you know, if people apply for asylum,
we are full.
and
We are full now.
Yeah.
We can't accept anyone else.
There's not enough. There's not enough.
You've got to work 5 years.
Yeah, there's not enough hospital beds. Literally, you're having to go to hospital every second day. There's not enough hospital beds. There's not enough equipment.
Try and get a GP appointment.
Yeah, I mean, so. But at the same time, I fully believe that people that need to come here, I mean, say someone that's gay from Iran, or they need to come here because they'll get hanged, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm used.
There are other countries to go to.
Yeah.
I believe there's 66 million now in this country. I believe we're full. And you've got to remember, I've got an Eastern European wife. My mother, but Clacton is the only place in the country that had a UKIP constituency MP, which is Douglas Cardwell. My mum was driving around with UKIP around her bloody car. I thought, well, we've got an Eastern European one, but we know the place is full. You can't get NHS, housing, etc. I get that. But Wendy just has a bee in her bonnet because I pulled her. I remember I only started this over Brian Harvey back in the day of January, yeah?
Yeah.
And then it's gone from that, and I swear on my children's life, I never bullied her. You know Wendy can't be bullied. If anybody knows her, you do.
Yeah, she can't be bullied.
She's got quite an affection for you.
Yeah.
Yeah? As you know.
Yeah.
And when I spoke to her about the Millidale incident and sent her the information, she took them down quite happily. Yeah? When Brian Harvey went on to Reels and she warned me, she did warn me, I'll give that woman her due, yeah? She says, all this is going to blow up in your face. And I got on the day, I got Brian to phone her.
But do you not think that might have been kind of correct in a way? Because I mean, Brian's got so much baggage.
I should have listened to her. I should have listened to her.
I mean, for a start, with what you said to me the other night about getting him his weed and him blowing up because you failed to get it. Did you not see how risky that is?
Did you not see the video we did a couple of days ago on the mice?
No, I don't. I don't.
Have you not seen it?
Which video?
Well, it's about 2 days ago. He's done about a minute video. He's losing it. When I say he's losing it, he's absolutely losing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel sorry for the bloke, but you don't understand. Like your connection to him has grown through you getting him weed, yeah, hasn't it? So that, I mean, that really it puts you at risk. And I know that back in the day, Brian used to be a crack dealer.
Who?
Other Brian Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
And that's probably why he's psychosed. It's a drug psychosis, and I think some of his.
He's not right.
I think.
If you look at the video a couple of days ago, it's the first one he's put up. He's in his kitchen. He's pulled out his washing machine, and he's got rats all over and rat feces all over.
No.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Yeah. And he's only about 1:20, but he's lost it. He's lost it. Now, Simon, I will sit here and tell you the truth, whether you're calling me or not. I've made some silly mistakes. Angela Disney Power.
Oh, that was. She subscribed to my channel, mate. I don't even know who the woman is. I don't even know who the woman.
She will. Listen, don't get involved with her. Oh, that's my advice. She reeled me in. Yeah, like she got 500 views, 300 views, 600 views.
I could see what she was doing. She made them into episodes. She cut the call down and cut it into pieces and spread it out. So I could see that she was kind of making it into a mini series rather than just put.
She had 1,000 views on her first one.
Yeah, she didn't just put up the recorded calls. She put them up in installments, and I thought you're milking this for YouTube views.
Listen, I made mistakes. I put my hands up. Made mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is, it's like, see that Hoof? Do you know Hoof?
Yeah.
But he's actually a very intelligent guy.
He is,
I actually know what he does now. I found out today. But let's do it here and all there. But he actually could help a lot of people.
He's got good legal knowledge.
Yeah, very good. Very good. No, seriously, like a solicitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also got street knowledge.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons I like him. Yeah, I mean, if I'd need advice on something serious, I think he'd be one of the first people I would text to say, help,
He would.
help.
He would. This is what annoys me, because me and him butt heads. Yeah. Someone's giving me his address, his daughter's address. I've got it all, yeah.
But no, but why, hold on, no, stop. Why would you want his daughter's address? Why would you need that kind of information?
He gave my address out.
He gave it out. He gave it out, or you gave it out? I mean, it doesn't make it out. No one should be giving anyone's daughter's addresses out.
To be honest with you, Simon, I think it was Disco. So I can't blame him. You're right. I can't blame him.
I don't think that Hoof would do something to put someone's kids at risk. I really don't.
No, what he did do, he phoned the police, and I know this because I've got the evidence, 3 times, yeah, saying that I've made threats against him. And he went to Chelmsford Police Station, Clacton Police Station, phoned me, and said blah, 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 blah.
But, I mean, do you not think that maybe arranging to meet outside the police station is a safer place than saying, oh, I'll meet you in a dark alley at fucking 10 o'clock at night? Or do you know what I mean? It's a sensible way of saying, I'll meet you somewhere public.
Bit childish, isn't it?
Well, I think you're the one that's been saying, I'll come to your house, I'll meet you. It sounded to me like it was better to meet at, at a reasonable hour in daytime.
He said to me originally, come over here at Braintree Police Station.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not meeting you at a police station. He went, we'll come to Colchester Police Station. I went, no, let's go to a car park at this pub.
But
so
I mean,
I went to the pub.
Would not meeting at a police station be more, safer and less, like a,
We was going to have a fight.
Hoof doesn't want to fight you physically. That much I can tell. Hoof don't want to fight you physically.
Not in a million years. He knows exactly who I am. He said he does, but he does. Yeah, he's 59. Yeah, but the worst thing is, outside of YouTube, I think we'd really get on.
Well, I mean, YouTube makes everyone performs for the audience a bit, don't they? So you don't get an honest conversation. So.
I don't. I'm straight. I go. Ross asked me daily to come on. He says he doesn't, but he does. I got all the texts. He phones me to come on. And I go on. I do a Q&A like I did a couple of days ago, and then I get when people saying they want to rape my kids,
and that was Ash, and everybody reacted to that. Everybody, no one.
They did.
Ash is a massive problem. He runs round when he has a little hissy fit. He'll then delete all of the hangouts, kick everyone out of the hangouts, burn them all down. All the hangouts are.
If that was your show, Simon. Be honest with me. If that was your show, would you not got rid of him, kicked him?
I would have, yeah. I would have, yeah.
Came on your channel and I said abusive things that I've said to you, you would have kicked me, wouldn't you?
But also, the point of Wasp's channel is to let those people say that stuff, so it's then recorded, and it's then the evidence is there. Do you know what I mean? It can't be deleted from YouTube. Everyone heard what he said, and everyone can make up their own minds as to whether he's a cunt, and they have. Do you know what I mean? So.
But he does it daily.
I mean. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have him on my panel, but then you need. He has stalked and I know he stalked and hounded half the women out of Hangouts. Rapid was telling me yesterday that lots of people have left Hangouts purely because of Ash and the way that he acts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I spoke to Rapid. I'll be honest with you, about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Now, he lived in the same village I lived in, which was Alconbury.
Yeah.
Very small, little, tiny little village. And I did a doors there, which was a swingers club. Yeah. It was called Tees to Two.
Yeah.
It was a swingers club for bisexual gays, etc. Blah, 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 blah. So, and he knew I run the doors there. Now, since then, he won't speak to me.
Maybe he's been at the swingers club. Who knows?
I'm liberal, Simon. I don't care. But he won't. Yeah, exactly. He knows. I know. And it's like we I'd never divulge anything. Give me. Ain't my place to. Give me. And the guy's a really nice fella. He really is. Honestly, if you get to know him, he's a right nice bloke.
Yeah. But I mean, let him. If as he trusts me, it's down to him to approach me if he wants to approach me for you know just. I don't mean like that. do you know what I mean? But if he wants to divulge,
I do know what you're saying.
if he wants to,
he was asking me stories like that. I saw his last night.
Yeah.
Oh, what they're like? What when you've gone? Don't think he's even been.
Sorry, you're cutting out a bit.
Straight or not? Yeah, he just knows. Give me.
So you were cutting out with that.
Laugh and joke, and I was just saying, "Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. So a gay man knows if you're straight or not. He just knows.
Yeah.
They know.
It's called gaydar, Brian.
Yeah, but they know. They know. But if you're quite an alpha male, they used to say, "Can I have a suck on your cigarette?" and all things like that to just be nice.
Yeah. You take it as a compliment. You take it as a compliment.
Quite funny.
If you're secure in your own sexuality, you just take that stuff as a compliment and haha. You know, it's just flattery, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, Simon, I was 22. I was 22, 23. Very homophobic, and I was learning that world. And you got to remember, these weren't just normal. Well, don't take this the wrong way. Bisexuals or.
Oh, they were screaming queens. I know. Yeah.
These were transsexuals right out there.
Yeah, full on screamers. Yeah.
Yeah, I went about with the full dress wear and everything. You know what I mean? Like, and they were right. They were all right. Didn't me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sharp-witted.
Red hair and all this lot. Didn't me?
Yeah, they're a sharp-witted. They're a sharp-witted breed of the dress wearers.
But they're funny. They're funny.
Yeah.
They're funny. But they've never trouble you. They've never trouble you because they know.
Yeah.
But they'll take the piss out of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a whole world away from me, and maybe that's why I probably could identify with matey, because I'm not you know, most people think I'm straight till I'd say otherwise. Do you know what I mean? So.
He's afraid. I said to him last night, don't give a fuck. I was reading the exact comment. Don't give a fuck about anybody else. Just give a fuck about being yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah? And that's all the advice I can give you is be yourself. Don't care. He said, I'm afraid. I'm afraid because I've been called certain names. I went, fuck them. Fuck them.
I've been called them all before. Words don't hurt.
And you're talking about a guy up in Yorkshire, which I assume is quite alpha male.
Yeah.
He don't seem an old fella. I think he's in his 20s or something like that.
It's like you don't need to be a screaming queen just to be gay, and I think that's what, you know, it's quite possible to be a normal person without, you know, being out, oh hey, I camp, and that's what it is. And those ones that are more straight, like me, can struggle. Do you know what I mean, with that kind of?
Can you imagine? Like you're London. Can you imagine being up north, which is quite, I assume, quite Yorkshire, Lancashire, they're quite, men is men.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, just stay there 1 second. I mean, between me and you, I'll read out what a couple is. And I feel for the boy. He's not a boy, he's a man. Hang on 1 second. Between us, yeah? This is what breaks me up. Are you there?
Yep.
Right, okay. This is what he's put. Oh, he's on for hours. You put fair do, Brian, yeah, but please rein it in with silence. For I can only judge him and how he has been with me, and he's been most part really quite decent on the rare occasion I've spoken to him. Anyway, moving on. And I thought, I hear what you're saying. He put, the length of your career, you must have seen all sorts. I said, as a bouncer, I put, listen, I've seen everything. There's nothing I haven't seen. Yeah, and the innuendos that gay men come across to me as is as funny as fuck. Yeah. But they grew on me. Yeah. But then the poor lad says, I bet there were some awkward moments in the toilets. I went, oh, you'd never know.
Dragging them out. Yeah.
There was.
Of course was.
And he's thought, that's funny. They were ribbing you at times. Good crack. Bet they were pissing themselves at your awkwardness. I thought, yes, this is what they did. They do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He put, I just wish that some people could understand me. Yeah, it's been over 10 years now and I don't really know what to do. Yeah? You can feel the pain from him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's figuratively speaking, obviously, yeah, I can see you're a respectful guy, but I don't like seeing this place go. I think he's a nasty piece of work. Yeah? And I believe that 100%. And then we were just going on about festivals. And I said, just a bit of advice, don't be ashamed of your sexuality. Fuck them. Be yourself. I take flack from trolls every day for different reasons, but the best way to be is be yourself, yeah? And he thought, cheers, Brian, it really means a lot, and I'm honest from the heart. It's just these idiots on here scare me. Doesn't mean I can't have a laugh, but I have to stay in the background. Well, that ain't right.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's connected to the sexuality thing. I mean, I think when he says stay in the background, he means, you know, like the minute people start to divulge, people want to be honest. I think the natural urge is to want to be honest, and people start being honest and then realise that they're saying things on the internet, whether that's Hangouts or YouTube, that they maybe shouldn't divulge. Do you know what I mean?
That's exactly what he's saying. He got. I think Esau was one of them, if I'm honest. That's gone at him. I'm not sure, but I'm going to have a word with him. But we're talking about 2020, mate. Yeah. We're not talking 1960s, 1950s. The boy wants to come out, let him come out.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, you see, someone like Esau, can you see how that would not encourage him to come out?
Or 10 steps backwards.
Like HIV boy, I hope you enjoy watching your partner die, which everybody knows isn't true. Everybody knows he's got an inherited disease, which his brother has, and his dad died of. His brother's just had a transplant. I've got these people, like your mate Esau, talking about my HIV boyfriend who doesn't have HIV but is dying.
Well, to be honest with you, Simon, the reason why I back him is since February, he's always backed my corner. The only person ever.
But just because he's backed your corner doesn't mean that he's right. It means that he's using you.
Doesn't mean he's right. And I did say to Zabid that we got to rein him in because he's like a wild horse. I don't like it when he calls women certain names. I don't like it when he calls you certain names. I don't like it. And that's the truth. Yeah. I know you can record this and I will say it.
I'm not
Esau, I don't. Yeah, I'm just saying, I will say it. Esau, I don't like it. Yeah? And he's got to be reined in on that side.
Well, I mean, it's more than reined in. He's now attached him because he's not only attached himself to you, he's attached himself to the skits thing, and he wasn't the original skits, but that skits thing is responsible for some fucking truly horrific.
But there's six of them. You do know that, don't you?
So I know it's a crew. I know it's a crew, and I also know that and the main one is on an Iraqi phone network because the picture that I put up that he went mental about because I was sharing child images where I actually took the trouble to blur out the child's face because he was showing my image, so I'm free to display my image. So I took a screen grab of his stream.
But you go speak at school, that's in fairness, your image is going to go out.
Oh yeah, exactly. It is out there, and it's 2-year-old footage as well, which is funny. But then when Esau comes on stream saying, Esau came on the internet saying, Esau came on the internet saying, okay, skits, run the stream. So by his kind of trying to ingratiate himself to it and big himself up to it and seem powerful on the internet, he's actually aligning himself with something that is going to go boom. because the skits thing will go boom. Do you know what I mean?
It's not that. It's a crime. Homophobia. Yeah.
It goes way beyond homophobia. It's death threats, and going through people's Facebooks, taking images of disabled women, and
I'll be honest with you. I've had private chats with Zabida, and I'll swear to you, yeah. And I'm an atheist, Simon. I'm atheist, yeah. And she's quite a strong Muslim girl. And I've had chats actually about you, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Be honest, I won't lie to you, mate. I've had chats about you, and she has said you're not a bad fella, right? But because of their religion, and I know nothing about the Quran or Muslims, and I've stated this in a conversation we've had, yeah. And she thinks you're getting a bad deal. If I'm honest, what she said, yeah, she thinks you're getting a bad deal.
She has. I have been on her panel with Dan and spoken to her, and she was being very fair with me. And then it was the last day of Ramadan, and some boy was really pissed, a Somali boy. He was like, you're haram, get this batty off the panel, get this batty boy off the panel. And she would...
Ard, I think she said, I think a guy called Ard.
Ard's is all right as well. Ard's is okay.
Yeah, but she controls the channel quite well, you and me, and I speak to her every day now, right? Yeah, because she's going through quite a lot of dramas, but she has had nothing but good things to say about you.
Why did she turn on? But why did she turn on Raj? Me and Raj helped Zabita.
Because I tell you why she turned on Raj. I asked her this, why she turned on Raj. Now she said this is again. I'm only telling you what I was told, so don't take it for 100%. Apparently, he wasn't the greatest Sikh in the world years ago. He was a drinker, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But he changed, and he looked after his sister who's autistic, and now he does his thing.
She's got multiple sclerosis.
Oh, okay. But now he's quite a good brother, and he openly, she said to me, he apparently admitted. Now, I'm only telling you what I've been told, so don't take it for word. That he come on and confessed that he was a bad brother, and now he's changed his ways and he's trying to do the right thing.
But you see, this is all. I knew this anyway because Raj is my friend. And
you knew this.
And I speak to. I know he was an alcoholic for about 6 years ago, and he stopped. Yeah. And he started his art, and he started seeing his sister, and he became a better brother. And I've heard all this privately, well before any of this came out. Now this information is coming up because of skits. So why Zabida is even talking about this information about Raj being a bad brother and drinking and this is all information that Skits has taken from.
This is what she told me. No, this is what she told me privately. Now, her issue is with one person. I'll tell you that. Is one person.
And who's that?
Banksy. And that's why I came on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Right, and I came on Wednesdays. She's only got one issue with one person, and I'll swear to you, Simon, she's never said a bad word to me about you.
So.
And I said, okay.
Right. Do you know what triggered me with? Actually, you reminded me. That's one of the reasons that Zabida triggered me recently. When she put up a video about Banksy threatening to rape a Muslim girl and abusing a child, but basically trying to make him look like a nonce. Now, Banksy said some really bad things while pissed on a stream. They weren't serious. They were not. And I said that was too far. That was too far. You can't make.
You're about when over a 5-year-old, yeah? That's what we're talking about.
You are?
We're on about he's masturbating over a 5-year-old. Yeah.
No. Banksy did not masturbate over a 5-year-old. They were having a discussion set by a self-admitted National Socialist, which means Nazi, and he got both Lister and Banksy on the same set of hypothetical questions, and he was asking if you draw a cartoon of a child, it was all connected with the cartoons of Muhammad and stuff. It's like, so it's a cartoon, and he said a load of stuff about so if you draw a cartoon and you of a child and you wank over it, is that okay? And Banksy said, well, if I want to draw wank over a cartoon, I'll wank over a cartoon. He wasn't talking about, do you see what I mean? It was like this string of bullshit questions which led to, would you wank over a cartoon? of a child. And Banks actually said in that conversation, if I want to draw a stick figure and then call it a child, I'll wank it. He was, but it was, they basically set.
It's two of both. I
But
mean, I'll be honest with you, Simon.
they set
I
both Banksy. They set both Banksy and Lister up with the same set of questions.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I said to her, if I come on the show, I won't get drawn into theology or politics. I will not do it. I'm on here for pedophiles in the care system. That's all I'm interested in.
But what she did with Banksy was try and set him up to look like a nonce. Do you know what I mean? Like, even think about assaulting a child. That child ran up behind him, grabbed his baseball cap off his head. So his natural reaction was to grab him by the collar, the scruff of the neck, which I would do, and to take his property back off the child. That's all he did. And then they're there going, look, the child's got a red mark on his neck and Banksy assaulted him. It's like, he wouldn't have assaulted him had he not had his personal...
I said this the other day, because I had the video of Banksy meeting a girl, a 16-year-old girl in a park, yeah?
A video of Banksy meeting a 16-year-old girl in a park. Are you sure?
It's legal.
It doesn't matter if it's legal.
No, it does. I think if the legality of it is legal. If you're doing that, that's why I wouldn't release the video. Why
would he take someone to a park rather than his flat?
He was just meeting them at a park.
And why would?
They were lying there.
And why would you have the video?
Why would I have the video?
Yeah.
Because I did.
But these are really serious. These are really serious allegations to be making about someone.
Well, it's not because it's legal.
But combined with Banksy makes rape threats towards women, attacks children, meets 16-year-old girls. Do you not see the bullshit nonce narrative which is being made up about Banksy?
But listen, what I've got of him is legal. He's been a 16-year-old girl. She's legal. There's nothing that the police can do. What I then did is found out his real name and his family's real name, and his brother is a well-to-do, actually, seminar debatist, yeah? But I went on his channel and went, this is his name, yeah? And I repeated it. Because he's given my name out a few times. So I found out who he was. I didn't give his address, which I wouldn't do, because I'm not that type of guy. But I said, that's his name. Yeah? I didn't give his brothers, his mums. I've got all his sisters' names, blah, 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 blah. But I said, that's his real name. He's gone offline. But he didn't do nothing illegal meeting the girl at 16, because she's 16.
I mean, this has nothing to do with me, but I know Banksy, and I don't believe that to be true. I just don't believe it to be true.
What to be true?
That he would be meeting 16-year-old girls in parks, and it all fit. And it all fit. Well, send it to me. Prove it. You know,
I've got the video, mate.
Yeah, I would need to see it before it's anything other than hearsay.
That's Banksy.
I would need to see the video before that was anything other than hearsay. It's such a serious thing.
His brother. No, it's not a serious thing because it was illegal.
It is a serious thing when you combine it with the Zabida propaganda, which she is putting out propaganda against Banksy.
Well, I'll show you something. This is, and don't show this. This is his brother. His brother is a seriously businessman. Yeah, he's a very actually well-respected businessman. Obviously, you can see the likeness. Yeah, but he did nothing illegally wrong, and that's why I never put the video out there. But his brother is a decent fella. All his family are. Actually, all his family are.
Banksy is a decent fella as well.
Well, he's not, mate.
What makes you say that?
Because I don't think, I'm 50 years old. If I was meeting 16-year-old girls, I don't know how old he is. I'm assuming he's 40. And that's assuming. I might be wrong.
Mid to late, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's right, meeting a 16-year-old girl in a park. That's my opinion.
It's your opinion, but your opinion is also that it's not illegal. So it's a bit...
It's not. So that's why I'll never release a video. Because it's legal. But he still lives with his mum. And I actually thought he lived with his wife and 2 children, but that was wrong information.
He's not married and he has no kids.
No, absolutely. And no, I didn't know that, but I was given false information. He still lived with his mum. I know exactly.
He doesn't live with his mum.
He does.
No, he don't.
He does. Trust me, he does.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay. He's registered at living with his mum, should I say? But she's a lovely lady. Her son's a lovely, well-working, hard, grafting people. His brother, one of his brothers, is quite a good businessman. Yeah. Yeah. It ain't none of my business, Simon. If I'm honest, Simon, it ain't my business.
I mean, it ain't really. It sounds like you're going after Banksy because Zabida has, because that's the, because Zabida's got a problem with him.
Yes, you're probably
No?
8% there. But no, you're right. He's on 8% there. You're right, but he cunted me.
Yeah, but just because someone cunts you doesn't mean you can then claim to have videos of them meeting 16-year-old girls in parks.
Yeah. But he just, do you know what it is, Simon?
Because in the same way, when you said you had photos of me having sex in a toilet at work too, which I know don't exist. Number one, because
it doesn't exist. I'll tell you now. You can record this. It does not exist.
I know it was a lie, wasn't it?
It does not exist.
It was a lie, wasn't it, Brian? And why? Why would you say that to me when I know it's not true? It's like, well, it's not going to worry me.
Because I know the circle you're in, Simon.
It's
a very close circle. No, listen, it's a very close circle. South London, yeah, Pimlico, Vauxhall, yeah, it's a very close circle. Clark, it's a very close circle. I'm in that circle because of the security, not so much myself, but my son. Yeah, it's a very close circle of people. Yeah. I hate the word homosexual. Okay, yeah.
But you know, I don't go to any gay clubs and haven't done for years, and I don't have sex in toilets. So I can see how.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
I can see. I can see how it's.
You're not on Hampstead Heath, or you're not on Clapham Common.
Exactly.
You've got more respect.
Exactly.
I know you live in a lovely apartment. Yeah, I know that. I know you've got an open relationship.
It's the natural thing to assume that some gay man is going to have some secret fucking, I don't even have any dating profiles. All these people are getting outed because of their fucking,
That's true. You're not decent and gay, mate.
all these people are having their personal photos put up from dating sites. I don't have any, so I don't have to worry about that kind of thing. So when you say that to me, I know that it's just a rough guess at what most gays would do. But thing is, at least it's not going to worry me. But when you say you've got photo evidence on people and you've got this and you've got that. You could really. I mean, I can see what you're grasping at. By making stuff up about other people that you think might fit their circle.
Simon, I've got to know quite a lot of gay friends and bisexuals and lesbian friends, yeah, especially South London side, yeah.
Yeah.
And my son's in that world, yeah. He's in that world. Because he does adore work. Yeah, it's a very closed, private, intellectual now community. Teachers, professors, basement, believe it or not. I know you're not in the elitist world. Yeah. You've got an open relationship. I apologise because I know your partner is not well. Yeah, so you record me. I apologise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I am. But I don't know how we slipped into the gay club talk again.
You're too old to go gay clubs now, mate.
Oi, cheeky cunt. I know. Never mind gay clubs. I'm too old to go to any club. I went to a club probably a couple of years ago because it was up the road from me. Years ago.
You're 40s, mate. You shouldn't be going out anyway.
Years, and I felt like an old man then. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is full of kids on drugs, and I'm just on my own.
I know. We're too old to be going clubbing, mate. Yeah.
But
no, I won't lie to you, Simon. It just put serious stress on my marriage. Serious stress. Yeah, I'm sure your partner, he's put stress on your partner. He must have done.
Oh, he doesn't care about trivial things like the internet. He's got much worse problems on his plate, so he just thinks everyone's stupid for arguing on the internet because you don't know because you don't know when you're going to die. So may as well, not argue with people on the internet. It's a waste of life, isn't it? It's like.
Yeah. Well, my wife thinks the same. She thinks I'm a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, my main priority here is that my partner will not be put under, or friend, or however you want to class it, under any danger or threatened. And this stuff about I've got your address, I'll put your address out.
No going to come to your house. No fanaticals or radicals are going to come to your house. Yeah, you just got to give them the best life you possibly can. Get me? You get me? Yeah, I'm not telling you what to do, Simon, because you're a grown man.
No.
I just think I was fucked up in the YouTube world, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think you have. I mean, everyone has, though. I mean, I've done it too.
Well, you can't think I have, Simon. I have.
You have, yeah.
My mouth can't stop.
I have that problem too sometimes, yeah.
And I swear to you, Simon, I'm not going to, I'll be honest with you. I have fucked up. I've made mistakes. But I'm not a bad bloke. My only goal is looking after children. That's all, autistic children. That's all I'm interested in.
Well, I mean, we've spoken before about that. That's what you should stick to, rather than, I mean, becoming Zabida's, attack weapon. It's not going to work any better than being fucking Brian Harvey's attack weapon or Esau's.
No, he's just a knob. He's just a knob. But she actually likes you, Simon.
Yeah, I mean, I like her, and like I say, we've had good conversations, and ironically, on that day, when they're all going mental, and she's like, "You're a racist," this, that, and the other. On that day that I was in the park when Tommy Robinson came down, I was standing with her friend Rashma Akhtar in full hijab, making sure that she was all right. Everybody else was running around getting footage of Tommy Robinson in the back of a police van. Lister, all those people were running around getting footage. I stuck next to Rashma Akhtar, making sure that she was okay. Do you know what I mean? So, but Zabida has really triggered me with this stuff about because I know that he said bad things about her, and he's been told about Zabida but the whole
what's the guy's name? I'll put it on her. What's his name?
No. What I'm talking about Banksy here. The fact that she went in on the fact that she went in on Banksy, trying to make him look like a pedo and a nonce, bringing up these same stupid cartoons that Lister fell for, and
I'll ask you something directly as a man to man.
Yeah.
Do you know him directly,
Banksy?
Personally?
Yes.
Yeah. Right, so I can ask you man to man.
I've known him for 3 years.
Any indication? Okay, he's naughty.
Absolutely none whatsoever. I've known the man for 3 years.
I'll give you my word. I will call after our phone call Zabida and relay that information.
I know.
And I'll go live with it.
Yeah, I know for a fact.
I'm prepared to go live with her tonight and say what you said.
And we need to retract this stuff about him meeting 16-year-olds because it's not.
I will never put that video out. I'll give you my word. Is that fair?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will promise you, on children's lives, all 6 of them, I will never put that video out. Is that fair?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, I've really tried to help Zabida with Raj as a reasonable face of Islam, because she is and she can be, although she.
But I don't. Listen, Simon. I'm atheist.
Yeah.
I don't get Christian, Islam, Sikhs, Buddhism. Yeah, it ain't for me.
Yeah.
And I've made it very clear if you listen to the channels. Yeah, I will not get dragged into this. Yeah, and I've been called a sellout. A white sellout, yeah, donating to terrorism and all this. Honestly, I swear to God, yeah, right. But she has kicked them out or whatever, yeah. And I swear to you, Simon, she says she actually quite likes you.
Well, I know, but you know,
But I didn't break our agreement, Simon. I didn't.
I feel like you did. I feel like you did. I feel like you were straight back onto Jedi's and Zabidas.
No, I never went on to Jedi's after we spoke.
You did.
No, not after we spoke.
You did.
10 days ago. No, I never, mate. I'll go and check.
But you've continued to go around and make allegations about Banksy.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
And make claims about having photographs of Wendy's family at the cemetery.
I do have that.
I mean, why are you running around chasing these people with personal information like you did me, and like we've now established that with Force?
With Wendy, I know her daughter. But I'll be honest with you, I know her daughter. I know what her real name is with a married name. I know what her son's name is. I know what his real name is. Yeah, and I've got pictures. I'll be telling you, it wasn't her. It's her 3 grandchildren at the cemetery. I have that picture.
But why would you want it? Why is it relevant?
Because she pissed me off. That's the truth. Is that fair? Be honest? Can I be more honest?
You couldn't really.
Can I be more honest?
Not really.
Yeah.
But that's what we need to work on. Just because someone pisses you off.
I never said it out there. She said send it to Ross, which I did. I said, don't you ever put that out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
She come back. I know her real name. Yeah, which I won't expose. I know where she lives, which I won't expose. I know where her daughter lives. I know where her son lives, who's in the NHS. I will never do that because I wouldn't want it done to me, Simon. And I'll give you my absolute promise word on my kid's life. I'll never do that.
But why do you keep threatening Sue? Why?
Because she pissed me off, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the reason, Simon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just God's honest truth. I can't be no more honest than that, yeah? She pissed me off. Yeah, the videos kept going up about me. Pisco, as you know, is a scumbag. You know that.
Yeah, he's too far and he's too far and he's too dark. And
he's dark.
I don't think anyone phoning people's houses constantly or phoning the church or getting in touch with it. I don't
phoned the church.
I don't think any of that.
To the priest, the police station, the cricket club, my local pub. There's only one in my village. Yeah, and then sent a poster to my wife.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree that he's going over the top. But do you think that by doing this stuff, like say with Wendy, with Banksy, do you not think that is drawing him in? Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I'm adding fuel to the fire.
You're both adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah. And if I'm honest, you want the truth? Wendy don't deserve me going out like this, saying I've got this. And I have got it. I won't lie to you, I have got it. Yeah? But I'm not going to display it. She's a woman on her own. She's got 4 kids, although they're grown up. She's got 3 grandkids. She don't really need this.
She don't.
But she don't help either.
Yeah, well, she gets the bit between it.
She's the most stubbornest woman I've ever come across, mate.
You love it, don't you? But yeah, when she gets the bit between her teeth, she won't let go. I mean, I can't say I blame her. You know, I mean.
No, listen. She's like my mum, yeah. But when people say, like, my mum just got over cancer, if I'm honest with you, Simon.
Bless your mum.
6 months. Yeah, and they're saying they're trying to get my mum's phone number. Mum, I'll be honest with you, my mum works for the government. It's impossible, yeah? So they can't get her number. But she's just spent 6 months in treatment. So saying they're going to phone her, not Wendy. Wendy's never said that. It was the wasp, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
It ain't right. It ain't right. You get me?
Yeah.
Now, as you said, I'm happy to do what you said, to go on and give an apology to Wendy. I'm happy to do that. Yeah? Because I'm not a bad bloke, mate. Honestly, I'm not.
I believe you on some days.
Listen, I'll do it tonight. I'll do it tonight. If I don't, call me a liar.
Yeah, okay.
I'll do it if you want while we're online.
I mean, it needs addressing, even if you do it on Zabida's channel. I mean, I suppose you don't actually have to talk to Wendy because she's everywhere anyway.
Well, Zabida's going live tonight over another issue.
So
if you want me to do that, I will do that.
I mean, the thing is, I'd be fascinated.
But please record me. Yeah, I will do that. Yeah, please record me. I will happily do that. So I've spoken to you. Yeah, and I just want to call him with Wendy and call this a day. This feud, it's got out of hand. Yeah, and I will say it was a bit of a tit for tat, which I think it was, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Simon. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's as stubborn as me. No, she is. No, she is, honestly.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah, I believe.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
But she's as stubborn as me. But all I got digressed about was her saying that I wanted her to take the pictures down. I never did. And I swear on my life. Simon, I swear to you, I've got 2 videos of her crying to me. I've never put them out there. It ain't right.
Yeah, it's not right. But also, do you see making the claim to have them?
She knows I've got them.
I know you've got them. You've said it multiple times.
But he looks like you're bullying a woman, doesn't he? Does he not?
I mean, why keep threatening to release them then?
She pisses me off, Simon. I've never met a woman like her.
Well, so just because she's pissing you off and she won't submit, do you really think you should keep at her?
No. But she's as stubborn as me. Have you ever met a woman like her?
I can't say I have, no.
Honestly, they would be straight with each other now, yeah?
Yeah.
The woman don't give up.
I love the woman.
And I'm used to winning. I'm used to winning.
I love the. I'm used to women as well, and she's remained at her throughout the last 3 years. I think that I've been around her online. She's.
Yeah, but Simon, I know you. I know what you're about. You're used to winning.
I'm used to people.
You won't be told what to do.
No.
You won't be told what to do, Simon.
Well, you picked that up. Well done.
Someone says. If someone says do this now, you'll do it in your own time.
Yeah.
Hence, click the finger situation.
Yeah. I don't respond well to finger clicking.
You don't respond well to that. Yeah. And fair play to you. But that woman, on another level.
She is.
I respect that. That. My mum's like that.
I was just going to say, all that says to me is respect, you know? Like...
Yes, absolutely. But I tell her that, if I tell her that, then I'm going to have Jupiter, the Wasp, Seven, Ash, all giving it to me. Do you get my point?
You might have to just bend over and take it.
I think so. I think I'm going to have to just bend over and take one for the team. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think I'm just going to have to bend over and take one for the team. Now, I'm going to piss Sabina off. I'm going to piss Esau. That doesn't bother me. I'm my own man. Yeah?
I mean, if you...
I'll take one for the team.
Here's a challenge. I mean...
He's another level.
I mean, Zabida and Banksy had an agreement. I believe it was Zabida that broke the agreement first to call a truce. Because they were the same thing. They were butting heads. Internet butting heads. In the same way, if you try and speak to Zabida and say, can you call off Banksy a bit, she won't have it. Do you know what I mean?
What's that?
I doubt that you will be able to call Zabida off of Banksy. Do you know what I mean? And she's another Zabida off of Banksy. I don't think there's if you challenged Zabida about her approach to Banksy,
if I speak to Zabida,
she'd
be respectful. Listen to me. I promise you, Simon. Don't have a problem. I speak to me every day.
So you're breaking up, say again? Did you say you're speaking to her?
I speak to her every single day.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
I can hear
speak to Vida every day.
Yeah.
Yes. If I ask her and give her the reasons why, yeah, she will do that. But then you've got to give me a bit of horse trading back, Simon. Yeah? With Wendy.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yep.
I'll go live with Zabina tonight.
Cool.
Yeah? I promise you. But you got a horse trade, Wendy.
No.
Now, I'm not saying you're going to be successful.
Don't you call Wendy an horse? No, I get you.
Yeah. You know what horse trading
is.
Yeah. Horse trading.
Yeah.
You got to give and take.
Yeah.
Now, if I speak to Zabina, I'll speak to her once she got the phone to you. Yeah, and she's cool. Yeah, she'll do that. But I don't know if you can have success with Wendy because she's fucking hard work, mate.
Well, I mean, so Sabina, mate.
No, Sabina is a good girl. Now, listen, she's only 23.
I know, that's the thing, she's a kid. She's a kid until she's 30.
She's a kitten, but she can debate.
Yeah.
She's open. Honestly, I've only known her 3 weeks, but I speak to her every single day. Honestly. But if I say to her, do this for me, please, she will do it. I promise you. I give my word.
Again,
but you can't do that with Wendy.
No, I can't, no. But no one can. But let's see if you can call Zabina off of making Banksy look like a pedo.
I'll do that. I'll speak to her. As soon as we get the phone, I will call her.
I would like that very much. Yeah.
Yeah? And I'll get her to text me and I'll send them to you.
Yeah.
All this integration, all this do you know, this Muslim, Christian, Sikh, whatever. I can't get it because I'm an atheist. I'm not into theology. You know me.
Yeah.
But I'll speak to her. The bank's got to come on and make his point and apologise too. Is that fair?
Yeah. Although again, I don't know if it will. Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to be give and take. If I get her to say, yeah, okay, job done, finished, over and finished, he's got to come on and apologise to him.
I mean,
that's only fair.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you realise most of this is stemming out of religion because Banksy hates.
Oh, what about it?
I mean,
this is why I won't do theology, Simon.
Banksy absolutely hates Islam, coming from Iran, and I understand why.
And she's Iraqi, remember?
Eh?
She's half Iraqi, half Algerian.
That's right, yeah.
Not that I know any shit about that.
Yeah.
Because I don't. But she's a good girl. Honestly, she is. But she's stuck in her ways, in certain ways. You know me?
Yeah.
But I promise you, I'll phone her right after we talk, and I'll speak to her.
Yeah.
And I'll get her to go live tonight. But you need to speak to Banksy and let's just call a truce. Is that fair?
Well, I mean, the thing is, we've had one truce, but yeah, it is fair. We've had one, which she then welched on, whatever the word is.
When did you do a kettlefish? That's a new ball game.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I've got nothing against her personally. Yeah? Not personally. Yeah, I don't. Yeah? I'm not going to I'm never going to show the pictures. I'm never going to show the videos. I'm never going to show the recordings. It will never happen. I've had for 6 months. That will never happen. I wouldn't have told woman because I'd be looked upon as a proper nasty bastard.
Yeah.
I would.
You would. I mean,
I have no problem speaking to Zarida now.
I mean, and Seesaw, the things that he says, do you know what I mean? The combination of it, it's just. I mean, Seesaw sitting on Zabida's panel.
I love him, but he's our work. He's our.
I mean, he's openly said that he will say those things to Wendy in order to get a racist response. Do you know what I mean? I'll say it again. I'm going to say that stuff about kicking her husband's head around. I'll say it, you know, and that's why she's trying to provoke me. And it's like, okay, so you want me to call you a nigger? Okay, so I will never call you a nigger again, because I've realised that's what you want.
But the thing is with Esau, I mean, I email me every day. He's in maybe 3 times a day. Yeah.
He's obsessive.
I said, look, you've got to rein things in, mate. He's obsessive. Like he's got what it is. He's got that. If I'm honest with you, when Deanne's problem is the wasp pisser channel. Yeah.
But what's wrong?
I said me, and it was Simon, because you're a straight guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. They want to rape my kids, man. They want to rape my children.
But no, it's not. It's not they. Ash said some bad things.
He said that.
It was Ash. It wasn't. It was. Yeah, but
I know it's only words.
But it wasn't they. Did you see? It's one individual.
No. I take that back. He.
Yeah.
He. But he ain't right.
It's not right. No. I agree that what he said was not right.
Yeah, and I know he's no threat to me, I promise you, he's no threat to me. But listening to that, my wife listened to that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have.
She doesn't know.
I wouldn't have let my wife listen to that, if you know what I mean.
I didn't know she knew. She knew. She was following. With me. But he ain't right. With me. Things I've said about you and ain't right.
But the other day when you messaged me at 4 a.m, you were saying that your wife had left you, and I was like, what?
She has. So she kicked me out. Kicked me out.
When? Recently or a while ago?
About 4 days ago. 4 days ago.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But why would you ascribe that to me?
She just said because she said sort it out. Get this sorted. You're all over YouTube. My son's called Brian as well. Yeah. So he ain't good. You Google my name. There's about 10 videos up of me. Now she ain't used to this world with me, and I'm embarrassed. Yeah, what people put. It's all Pisco. Every single one is Pisco and Lady Jane UK.
And you know why? It's all stemming out of trying to protect a woman.
Yeah, of course it is. But Pisco's a different world.
I mean,
except Lady Jane.
Lady Jane just clips stuff. She just does it on her phone. She's not like me. She don't edit things.
She just copies and pastes. Yeah, she just copies and pastes. Yeah. That's not a problem. It's Pisco, where he's now. When I was at Butlins, interviewing with my Butlins holiday, coming back Butlins, he's contacted my priest. Yeah, my wife's a staunch Catholic. Took it personal. Okay. Contacted the police station, contacted the cricket club, the football club, the pub, the restaurant. He even sent a poster to my wife.
What was the poster? I'm not sure I want to know the answer, but.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, go on.
I've got nothing to hide, mate. It's very, 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 very bad.
I'm just run downstairs and grab my tobacco. Wait a minute.
And I remember, I've never ever sent anything to anybody. Even Adolf Hitler, stealth. He took his channels down. He didn't have to do that.
But why?
I didn't want him to do that.
Why has he done that?
But he said, I've had enough. He said, get off the merry-go-round. Yeah. Okay.
It is. Stealth is an intelligent bloke,
That's what got sent to my wife.
Okay,
That's what got sent in my post to my house.
I'm not going to look at it now in case I click off this call because my phone's playing up and it's a bit weird. But I'll look after we're off the call because as soon as I click off, I tend to.
You should better see it.
Yeah, I'm just on my phone, so I'll look at it after we've come off the call because.
I'll read it to you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Neighbourhood community warning. Convicted Brian Hurl of 2 Thorrington Road. Gave my address out. Yeah?
Yeah.
Jail for stealing money. Wisbeach.co.uk news. Brian Hurl lures young girls with his lies. And he goes around his Lamborghini and his Bentley car. YouTube watch. Yeah? And pulling out knives on people and threatening someone with a knife. Now that's what that was sent to my wife.
I mean, the thing is, that video of you getting out of the car with a knife worried me as well. After you said you were coming to my house, and I then see a video of you.
The situation, hang on, sorry, people don't know the situation behind that. The situation behind that was, I don't know if you know a girl called Amy Thomas.
Yes.
Right, okay. Now she set up 3 fake profiles, yeah, and started trying to find information about me. Then she said on one of these, I've got all the messages, I can show you them all, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, they were going to rape my wife and smack her ass and bend her over, yeah?
Right.
So, I've done my research, spoke to my pal, he found there's a guy called AC, named Adam Corbett.
Yeah.
Right?
Briefly had a relationship with Amy, I think. Fucked her.
So I said, right, okay, that was his baby in December. Yeah, he had his baby in December.
Yeah.
She aborted, yeah?
Yeah.
Because he was married with 2 children.
Yeah.
So on the day, I said, okay, because he's put my wife and no one threatens my wife. Yeah, I said, come meet me. Now I know who I was meeting, what the fuck I was meeting. He actually is a 44-year-old man. So I went, okay, we'll meet you. So we met in Clacton. I didn't know, I'll be honest with you, didn't know how many boys he was going to bring with him. So I bought 12 of my pals. Yeah. And he ran away. Yeah. But all this was down to that Amy Thomas or whatever her name is, the prostitute.
She's a fucking nightmare. She's a nightmare, that one. She enjoys it as well.
She's an absolute fucking... Yeah, and she enjoyed it. But he said to me, he phoned me back the next day, and he apologised. Called the text, he said, I apologise, I'm sorry. But she's put in this position 4 times before. He said, you're the only person that turned up. Well, when I turn up, yeah? I had all blokes, 4 cars, ready, yeah? Immediately, he came with only 2 cars. But I didn't know that was going to be the case. So I come prepared. And I did. That's only a short time of the video. It was a 6-minute video. But he's a 44-year-old man, married with 3 kids. He had an affair with her in last December and a baby, which got aborted.
Which she then ran around saying she had a miscarriage and was mocking her because of a miscarriage. And I can see her working evil.
Yeah.
A few times I've watched her work evil. You know.
But AC, he's not Adam Cornwall. Yeah, he ain't no mug. He's from Canning Town. He's not a fool. Yeah, he bought 6 kilos with him. But and afterwards, this is the shit. I've got the message. I'll show it to you. I mean, I'll even send it to you now. Yeah, I'm really, really sorry.
I can't help, but be a bit suspicious of the fact that my mum got a phone call really early in the morning, and was really suspicious because no phones are really early in the morning. And then the phone number was from Bodmin, which is like Devon. Bodmin. It's down that Devon Cornwall kind of end, isn't it? Bodmin. Yeah. Someone.
No, I wouldn't know. I'm in Essex.
Yeah.
My coach won't take the ball. Yeah. But that would have been because he lives that way. But as I said, I don't go with people's families. That I'd never get involved in. Ever.
Yeah,
as I say, I went and met him. I BJ'd his live stream, as I said I would. Yeah, they went away. But then text me that they'd be coming to do business with me. I've got the texts.
Yeah, she causes trouble, that one. That much I know.
She causes trouble with him, but I think she's got him blackmailed because he's got a wife and 3 kids, and she had an affair with him. And like the baby got aborted, she didn't miscarry, she got aborted. Yeah, she's got him by the bollocks. Yeah, blackmailing him. That's why he said to me, like, I've had this 4 times before.
Now, do you notice one of the first things I noticed when she started talking to you in chats is mentioning her PayPal?
Yeah, she asked me for 500 quid.
I bet she did. That does not surprise me at all. I watched her in public chats. I watched her in public chats mentioning her PayPal. I thought, anything you like, she'll be asking that bloke for money.
She spent 18 hours, which you can watch the channel, which is on Reels. She spent 18 hours one night checking me out. Yeah. 18 hours. And this is what she does. She tries to find out dirt on people and blackmail them.
Yeah.
This is what she does. But AC come a cropper. Adam come a cropper because he didn't think I was going to turn up. But I bought 2 nasty fucking 30-year-old wolves with me who will fucking ruin him. Yeah.
But so how did you end up going down there? What she basically set you off to him? Is that what you're?
No, he phoned me and was texting me and saying what he was going to do and all this, like making threats. I went, all right, mate, come today. Yeah, well, I'll be there at 4 o'clock. If you look at the video, yeah, it says 4:15. I'll be there. I've got there at 4:45. But I brought 12 nasty wolves with me. Proper horrible people, yeah? He turned up with 2 cars, thought I was not going to turn up, yeah? I seen it.
Can you see how like a video knocking around with you in a car with a knife and then going on about 12 nasty wolves? But when I've got you saying, you still there? Sorry. When I've got when I've got you saying, shall I release your address? And yeah, and then there's a video of you circulating with a knife. Can you see how intimidating that might be to someone a bit
Absolutely,
less than me?
He was threatening to rape my wife.
Yeah.
He was threatening to rape my wife. Well, anyone who does that, God, had he not run away, we would have finished it. I promise you, I'm not lying to you, Simon. I'm not lying, but I would have finished him. If anyone says they're going to rape my wife and her be scared, yeah, it ain't right. You've never put any threat to me, ever.
No, nor would I, or your wife, or your children.
Right, and I've never done one to you. But Adam and Amy put threats to me. I've got all the texts. I can show you them.
I believe you.
But he thought I wasn't going to turn up. Well, he didn't expect me to bring 12 nasty little fuckers with me. I want a security company. What do you think? I don't know the Albanians, the Romanians, the Lithuanians, the Russians. You and me, yeah. They would have ruined him. And I'm not proud of it, but I wanted to show her. Then she went offline for 4 months. She couldn't bully me. What's that wrong with? Then she asked me for 500 quid before that.
Fucking cheeky bitch.
So can I lend her 500 quid? That 500 quid's fuck all to me. It's nothing. I give 300 quid to Zabidi the other day. It's nothing to me. But she's just a nasty little girl.
Yeah,
She went and took the Habida. She took the Habida. Load of bollocks.
Shahida. Yeah, Shahada. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's just dangerous. That's the kind of thing that gets you.
I've never, listen, have you seen me give one address out ever in 9 months? I haven't. I wouldn't do it to you, Simon. I would do it. But if you said you're going to rape my wife, I'm coming to you.
Yeah, but I understand the sentiment, but even if someone says it, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's different with AC and Amy, whatever. But someone like Ash is just saying it. Do you know what I mean?
Ash, you can say what he said about my kids, mate.
It's never going to happen.
He's never going to happen. Absolutely.
He's just saying
this
it.
Guy, it's Adam.
And by reacting, okay.
Adam is he's not a serious guy, but he's known. He comes from Canning Town. He's known. I mean, like, come. He doesn't know me. I'm under the radar. Yeah, under the radar. But he thought I was going to run away. Yeah, become a cropper. And I've got the text saying, I can show them the text right now. So I'm really, really sorry. Say sorry to your young boys. I'm 50 years old, Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've got a fucking 200 wolves who will fucking hurt people. And I don't want it. Over what? A little girl was 23, was trying to be the begging money for me.
Oh, it's all so strange. My brain hurts.
Well, it is and it ain't. She's just after money, mate. That's what it's all about. She's after. You me. Obviously 500 quid. You me. When I donated 300 off the other day to the beta for Waleed. Look, I don't give a fuck. It's only a fucking bit of pennies to me. Yeah? I got called a white seller. I'm donating to terrorism. I thought, so I took a fucking phone. But, I ain't donating to terrorism, am I?
No, not at all. But do you not think that, I mean, Zabida is a little bit keen with her PayPal link in the chats. She is after cash.
To her account. Yeah, she's got fuck all, mate. She's got fuck all.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah.
I'll get ya. No, listen, I'll get ya. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, but that's nothing to me. I get you. I'm too silent. Do you mean, honestly, I get you.
I mean, they have... Hello, mate.
Go on, Keith.
Yeah, you're right. Oh.
You right?
Yeah, I was just relaxing after shopping, food making, and now I've got beer and a cigarette, and that's better.
Everything cool?
Yeah. Just relaxing.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Well, right, she said to me, she's got no drama with you. She said she's never has done. Yeah? There's been like a bit of to and froing, but she's generally, when you come on her channel and people have come at you, she said to me, the Muslims, yeah, she's bad your because of the gay situation, yeah, which isn't my drama, yeah. And she says she's back. She's got no dramas with you whatsoever.
This is good.
Yeah, absolutely none.
This is good.
Right, and she said to me, she actually likes you, yeah, and you've never been subversive or whatever subversive, yeah, and you've never been abusive, and you've never put down the channel. She said the only issue she has is apparently there's 4 videos up of you, of her, wherever it is, I don't know. Yeah, so she said she'd like to draw a line across it and call it a day because she actually thinks you're a nice bloke.
Yeah, I mean, what I try and do, what I try and do is highlight.
Yeah, I said I'll be honest.
That's cool, thank you. Yeah.
So I'll be honest with you. Cool.
You're cutting out.
Cool, mate. Cool, mate.
Yeah. The video that I put up about her was her and Waleed racially abusing a Korean woman, and basically skipping round her, going, "Oh, we say it. We can't understand what you're saying," and Waleed's English being so bad, and racially mocking a Korean woman who looks a little bit kind of like, basically trying to highlight. It's like, do you see what you're doing here? Is racism. It's like somebody skipping around a white man saying, we can't understand you, rubber lips. It's the same thing. Do you know what I mean? So when I put a video up, it's not necessarily to try and hurt or malign. It's to try and say, can you see this behaviour is exactly the same?
Well, I did go and have a look after the conversation I had with her. I go and have a look online. She's quite forefront, what I would call, for a young girl.
Oh, she's mouthy. Yeah, she's mouthy. I tell you what, as well. She's come on since, I think it was 1 year ago. It might have been 2 years ago. On Reel's channel, she was just going, "Suck your mum, suck your mum, suck your mum," and she was shouting and just over everyone. And I came online on the channel and just went, "Suck your mum, suck your mum, suck," and I did exactly the same things to her until she couldn't speak. I went, "You're not as unintelligent as you sound, so why didn't you try speaking?"
I'll be honest with you, I've got a bit of background, which we won't know about.
I know enough of. I know. She's been through the care system. She's lost a kid.
She has people from one place to the other, Devon, Derbyshire, all over the country.
I know.
Yeah? I know. 11 years old. She lost a child, blah, 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 blah. I'll go into detail.
I know about,
She spoke to my mum. Now, they're applying tomorrow for an application to get a grant to do a criminology course for her.
A what?
A criminology
course
for her.
Okay.
Yeah, which will give her some sort of direction. I've told her to come offline. Yeah? Because you can't do both. You can't do both.
You can't study and...
No, you can't. You can't do both. And she said, well, that's what I want. Yeah, she's got a chance of getting her child back. I said, to do this criminology.
That's the thing she needs to do. That is the thing she needs to do. I think when you take on, courses, when you build up a good...
It's an 8-hour day job.
Yeah, if you build up a track record behind you, and it's like, look, I'm doing a university course, I've got a steady boyfriend, and I've got a flat, and you need all that stuff in place before. I mean, I don't know the circumstances in which a child has been placed, but you need all that stability around you.
She's not going to get that. Her mum hopefully will, because her mum's going to help her with. But if she goes into studying, get offline. I told her to get offline. It doesn't help. Yeah, because you don't look good. Let's look at it. And I said, we'll leave situation, let that go. as hard as it is, you got to let that go.
Yeah.
And I've done the best I can because I've gave him, between me and you, I've gave him my solicitor. Let that go.
It's not between you and me. You wrote it on the comments section the other day.
Yeah, sorry.
I read it.
Yeah, I did, yeah. So, yeah, I did, you're right. But that's in place, you and me. But whether or not, that's down to the justice system. I've got to leave that down to the justice system. And I said to her tonight, you've got a contract on yourself, your mum getting your boy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but let this online come offline. That's my voice to her.
I mean, what I see, I suppose I got really angry as well with her the other day when she was doing that Simon Law dropping the N-word. It's like, yeah, but did you hear Esau coming on before saying, "Oi, how's AIDS boy?" This, that, and the other. Are you dying of AIDS yet?
I spoke to her about that. I think Esaul's done the same. I've emailed him about nigger and package. I'll tell the word because I've got Indian children, so I can say it.
Yeah. But it was the context.
Right. It ain't right. It ain't right.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
The context in which she came at me, in which like trying to associate me with Tan, being on a panel with this with this sex pest.
I sent her a text you sent me about skitches or whatever it is,
yeah.
And she said it's not right. But she did say she's not had a problem with you.
She
likes you.
Yeah.
She did say that. Now, I will say to you.
But the thing is, but the thing is, hold on, if we can just cover this one thing which is annoying me before we move on to Banksy. What she did the other day was deliberately dishonest because when she held a still screen of me on a panel with Tan, she didn't play it. And on that panel, I'm actually quite drunk, and I'm going, Tan, he was supposed to be my mate, but basically just because I filmed him in the park, and I was like, you're sending Lucy Brown pictures of your cock. They're not even nice pictures, mate. It's fucking disgusting.
If she's willing to go on live and apologise.
Well, no, I don't need that. I don't need that, honestly. I don't need that.
I said to her is, if she's willing to go online and you come online and speak to you, and put it to bed, let's just finish the argument because it's childish.
Yeah, I mean,
would you be willing to take the full videos down?
I'll speak to her about that. But I'd rather do it offline without the. And the thing is, she's had the opportunity to do this because I asked Dan to give her an invite to my private. I know. I said to Dan, give her an invite. Give an invite to my server so I can speak to her privately, so it's not all a competition to win on the internet.
I hate it here. Is that why I did it? Give it the Hangouts because I don't know if I'm waiting on permission.
I haven't got Hangout of my own, so I just.
I think it was your Hangout. I thought that was your Hangout. What I'm talking to you on now.
No, this is just a call.
Oh, it's not. Okay, I thought it was a Hangout because I go to Hangouts and it comes up you.
No, this is just a private. It's because we've exchanged messages.
She's got no dramas with you, and I believe her. She's 23. She's trying to fight for a child. Yeah. Which we're going to help her with. Yes, she's opinionated. Yeah, she's young, and I'm not making excuses, Simon. But we're old men, you and me.
Yeah.
But apparently she said to me, I'm jumping now to the next situation, that Banksy's been putting pictures up on Twitter. And I don't do Twitter because I've not got Twitter. Got it.
I haven't actually. I got rid of it. Yeah.
The Banksy's been putting Twitter up while his mum and children and all that. And I said, look, I can't get involved in this.
I will find out if that's true. I will find out if that's true, and I'll make sure that he either removes them or stops doing it, if that is true. Because I know Willie's mum is right out there anyway. As I see it, she makes videos and she's on YouTube and everything. So I don't think her face is particularly hidden. It's not a privacy issue.
I did say to her, the Speaker's Corner. I said to this, you've done yourself no favour or go to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what.
You can highlight.
Yeah, really highlighted it. I really don't know any of the fucking ins and outs. Yeah, I don't know any of the ins and outs of Wendy or immigration or this, that and the other. But the fact that he's running around behind Tommy Robinson, shouting at him in front of all those cameras with all those people about and everyone knows who he is, it's just asking for trouble. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not saying arguments. I'm making this up. Just like me, you, to Russia, and we were illegal. The last thing I would do is put myself on camera.
Exactly.
Does that make sense to you?
Totally. Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't do it.
I mean, running around.
It just seems silly to me.
Yeah, running around behind Tommy Robinson shouting at him, and it's not just Tommy Robinson. You know that Hatton and all that. Hatton. Yeah. All
a couple of weeks ago.
All that. All that stuff about
don't do you no favours, Rob.
Yeah, and that isn't just this country. There's people in the States. There's people in the States called David Wood, like with really big YouTube channels that are then restreaming that on the States. Do you know what I mean? So.
People disrespecting her, but people like Wendy or Jupiter are going to jump on her for this. You get me? Expose it. Do you get me? For their own reasons, their own like personal reasons. Do you get me? It's not offline.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, she's done so much to so many people at this point. I mean, I'm friends with Manny Cinder. You know the guy that went on. I don't know if you saw him. He went on. He came.
The Sikh guy. I quite liked him. I quite liked him.
He's my mate. Yeah, and he's also Raj's mate. He's a nice guy.
No, I thought he was quite all right. I quite liked him. Everyone was jumping on his back, but I thought he was talking sense because I've got a couple of Sikh. I know he's Sikh, yeah. I've got a couple of Sikh pals, and he admitted like they do brush things under the carpet. Won't go into detail, but he seemed
he's intelligent,
very calm and collected, even though he was being
dogpiled.
He seemed very intelligent, but he was calm. Do you know? Calmness, yeah. But people were putting it on him. Yeah, and he still took it.
Yeah, he don't trigger very easily. He's a bright man. He really is very clever.
There's another guy called David, a white guy, yeah, who came on, quite intelligent. Did book the bar a little bit. Don't know who he is, but Manny, because he said he was going to do ice cream, I quite listened to him, and he's got a lot to say, which I'm interested in.
Yeah, he's smart. And he's smart and he's compassionate. That's the thing. Even though he's got way more.
The Sikhs are. They don't sort of mix outside their community. I know quite a few Sikh people, with me, yeah, but they don't mix outside of their community. If you know what I mean.
He's kind of culturally Sikh. He doesn't really practice. He doesn't really practice religion, if you know what I mean. But his family are, so he's culturally Sikh more than being. He's not particularly religious. Do you know what I mean? But his main focus, even though he's very anti-Islam, and and more than anything, he's very anti-grooming gangs or paedophilia of any description. But at the same time, his main focus was to come on to Wendy and Jupiter's and say, Sabida's just a kid. She's a 23-year-old kid trying to sort of take that into account. And don't judge her, and he was showing compassion, and that's what Manny does.
I was trying to make, Simon, the other day. He was compassionate. But the point I was trying to make the other day is people don't know the bigger, and they don't know the bigger picture. My mum's been here 40 years. They can come about the Muslim grooming gangs, or they can come about the rapist gangs and all this. What they don't think about is the 60%, 1,000 boys that get killed every year, from 6 to 12. I'm trying to make this point. White boys, hit me. Yeah. By white men, if that's the truth, yeah? They get killed every year. 1,000 boys every year. And yes, my mum in 40 years, I'll be totally honest with you, has never had one Sikh child. She's had a few Muslims, but mainly the white kids have been abused, if I'm honest, by white parents. Yeah. And that's the truth. Yeah. And that is the truth. And I've been called a sellout online. I've been called like a white fucking this and white that. How can you sell out your community? But that's the truth.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one for me to, because I don't have kids, so I don't. Do you know what I mean? I've never. I don't feel like I should be speaking about it. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm hardly going to make grooming gangs my battle when I've got no children to protect. If you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? So.
The Muslim grooming gang, reflection on something, 91% of child murderers are white males between 35 and 55. It's facts. That's facts. Give me. Yeah.
Yeah.
4% are the Muslims. On else between 9 and 15. That's facts.
Yeah.
Give me. That's facts.
But
Give me.
I think, I mean,
And Pakistanis.
as far as I understand, the difference they're trying to make is the fact that they don't do it in groups. Although English paedophiles do it in groups, because they have circles online and shit, and they pass information between each other. So I suppose that is kind of a group. But I suppose the grooming gangs thing is when it's, do you know what I mean? Like when a couple of uncles bring the nephew in for a go as well.
Pakistani Muslims. You don't really get male grooming gangs, whites. You did in the 70s, if you remember that Cat Weasel or whatever his name was, I don't remember back in the day. Yeah, they called him Cat Weasel. There were 7 or 8 of them, yeah, South London. Very rare. It's normally a family member or a friend of a family member in the white community.
Yeah.
That's really, yeah, that's the truth. And my mum's never had one case in 40 years of a gay or bisexual or lesbian family assaulting a child.
I know. Well, that's the weird thing. You know, people are now trying to say that I can't remember, like 99% of all sex cases are gay men or whatever the stupid statistic is. It's like, but all the victims are female, so it can't be. You see what I mean? A gay man isn't going to molest a female child.
Only one person, my mum, yeah, but there's never been one case ever of a lesbian, bisexual, or gay ever abuse a child. It doesn't happen.
I mean,
it never happens because it's so hard for them to adopt.
I've got a friend who's got 2 Syrian kids adopted, as in a married pair of gays that adopted 2 Syrian kids. Yeah, it's really hard to adopt. And they had to jump through all sorts of hoops. It's only because he works for Greenpeace and earns a fortune, and the husband's a nurse.
My mum's adopted 11 children. She's got 11 children. She's adopted 11. She's 74 now. Still got a 6, a 7, and a 14-year-old.
Christ.
What they call SLD. So
how does she do it?
But, yeah, she's only.
I've got a friend.
She's so high up in what she.
No, I don't mean that. I just mean like at that age, how does she do it? Those young teenagers are fucking a pain.
What the matter is, yeah, and there are probably in this country, if I'm right, I'm going to just go off this, so don't quote me on it, yeah. I think there's 65 gay males that have adopted. It's very difficult.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But never one, ever, a sexual abuse case.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have heard of one though, because someone said it to me and I can't remember the details, and I was like, no, I don't believe you, but I think there was.
It's not one. It's not one.
It may not have been this country. It might have been the States. I don't know. It was.
There's not one case of ever. I mean, not saying that it would not happen, but I'm just telling you right now. You look in the law courts and you can do a Freedom of Information Act. Never one case. Not even lesbian, bisexual, or gay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very difficult to adopt, anyway. Very, 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 very difficult to adopt.
And you get off these real far right people that are just like, gays only want to adopt so they can abuse the kids. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bollocks, absolute bollocks.
Yeah.
Absolute bollocks. Same thing with gay marriage. Yeah. How long that took to get through. Yeah, and they'll start with, I'll tell them exactly what they'll start with. You're trying to lower the age of consent.
Yeah.
Bollocks. You can't. It's absolute bollocks. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose one of my... Yeah, one of my... I know Sabida's particularly... She's anti-LGBT, but to be honest, I'm a bit LGBT. The organisation... Do you know what I mean? Because it's all blue hairs and unicorns, and I'm not really like that. So
it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. When I was 22, 23, 24, and the doors started, I was very homophobic. Very homophobic.
Yeah, I've got friends that used to go gay bashing when they were young. Do you know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah, I never met, but I never knew Simon. You knew, and then over the years, and they are funny fuckers. Don't get me wrong, there's some I would call wrongers in there, but mainly, like I had a lot of teachers, a lot of professors.
They're all fucking smart. Yeah.
Right, very well-to-do people. Yeah, very smart. Very well-to-do. He ain't this bald-headed. You get me?
Yeah.
Situation like lesbian. It ain't nothing like that.
Shaved head and combats. They're all, but yeah, I know really professional gays.
It ain't like that jeans and fucking. Them days are finished. Yeah, but I mean, I've got no problem with about gay marriage. I don't have a problem with lesbian marriage. Yeah, my mum's best friends are 2 lesbians. Yeah, and they've adopted 2 children, so I've got no problem with that. Give me, and so it should be. Give me.
Yeah.
My problem is. It's the ones that are way out there, if you know, the transsexuals.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, Simon, I'm not going to lie to you.
Even that does my head in, because it's it's like pantomime.
You know the ones that dress up and try to be women when they're men.
Yeah. To be honest, if they look like women, I don't. If they look like women, I don't mind. But it's when they wear a dress and don't shave. You have to make the effort. You know?
They do. I've been in Thailand, I've been in Bangkok, from Crocs. I've got places out there.
Khao Road, I've been there as well. Yeah.
I just think it's an environment for a child. You've got to bring up 2 male. And listen, I know a lot of guys. Trust me. Yeah, I work at Vauxhall. You know the Vauxhall Tavern. You must know the Vauxhall Tavern.
Of course I do.
Yeah. Right. I worked all around there. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I know a lot of them. I'm not anti-gay. I know I come across and I called you nasty names, but I am not.
Yeah. I mean,
I know teachers, civil servants. Yeah. Proper professional people. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the most cleanest people you've ever seen in your life. OCD to the top.
Yeah, totally. Their fucking houses are tidy, I tell you. I mean, my thing.
Badly OCD.
Yeah. My thing is watching. Now, I know Zabida's her own woman, and I've had the same conversation with Rashma. The fact that she's kind of entertaining Ralph at all, or giving him a platform, and his 14 words bullshit.
Yeah, I have said that to her tonight.
Ralph's evil.
She's coming offline now. Between me and you, she's going to come offline.
Yeah, I mean, Ralph is evil, and there's a couple.
She's speaking to her mum tonight, and she will be coming offline.
Well,
yeah. She just wants her boy back. She just wants her boy back and to do a criminology degree. Yeah, and this is the way forward. Don't go online. You're doing yourself no favours. I mean, I certainly would if I had an illegal wife. The last thing I'd be doing is going down Speaker's fucking corner.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's
you get me?
Oh. I mean, she...
But she's young.
Yeah. The 2 things that triggered me were the thing about trying to associate me with a sexual predator. And he is being a sexual predator. And the thing is, I helped Lucy with that. She was sending me all the emails that Tam was sending her. But the reason I dropped out is because...
Well, is Tam a man or a woman? Because I don't know. You got it.
Tan is a Malaysian man.
I mean, I don't know many people.
He's a Malaysian guy that went back to Malaysia. And he was sending her pictures of his dick.
But Simon, you've seen what's on me. If you Google my name, I'm a woman beater, I'm a child beater, I'm a predator, I'm everything you can imagine. Yeah, I'm everything you can imagine. But I'm generally not that type of person. As I said to Zabida tonight, Zabida, come offline, shut your channel down, and concentrate on your university course. I'll help you set it up. I'll help you get the funding. And she's really excited. She's got a good thing. I won't go into too much detail, but she's had a bit of good news today about her son. Brilliant.
That's good.
You mean concentrate on that. Fuck everybody off. Even Waleed, I said to her. Yeah. Your son's pro. No, this is what I said to her tonight.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And I'm about to email what you saw.
He
the same with him.
He needs to. Not just me, but there's some lesbian who I don't actually know. She's got kids. She's got mixed race kids. He's putting up comments and then deleting them, and I know they're from him because they're coming from the Roy Poof Blackburn account, which is Esau, and he's threatening to put pictures of her children on Grindr, which is a gay dating app.
Whose children?
Of this lesbian woman who's on Hangouts.
What? Who's threatening to do that?
No, Esau is.
Esau's trying to do that. I will call him straight away. I'll call him straight away and make sure that doesn't happen.
He's threatening to put her children's pics up on gay dating sites and then deleting the comments really quickly, which she's obviously screen grabbing and putting out as videos.
See, Pisco did that with my children
Yeah.
and my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it with my wife and children, which I will never forgive him for. I can't, Simon. Yeah. Because my wife's Eastern European, she's a young woman. I've got 3 young kids in my house. So I'll say I've got no problem. But that's just stepping over the line.
Yeah.
There's verbal abuse and there's putting that shit out there.
Yeah, they're saying you're going to put like minors children, minors fucking images on gay dating site. That's just weird. It's just weird. And even
no, it's not weird. It's wrong.
Yeah, I mean it's wrong on so many levels. And
at every level. You can't justify that. No one can justify that to me.
Even that skits thing that's been putting out pictures of me with HIV written on it and slagging off and doing all that horrible shit to Raj, when it revealed its screensaver and the fact that it was on an Iraq phone network and the child was there, I blurred that child's face out. Do you know what I mean?
What they've got to remember is, I'm an atheist, Simon. I'm an atheist, and I make it quite clear I'm an atheist. But some of these Muslims take it personal.
Well, I mean, Esau isn't even a Muslim. Is Esau a Muslim? I don't think Esau's a Muslim, is he?
No, he's not.
That's where I can't work it out.
But some of these radicals, and they sit in the background, because I watched Subida's chat, and she says they take it personal. I've been told, why you got this white man on your fucking cup, on your
M-Stacks, I'm telling you now, is a fucking... little M-Stacks is a jihadi in the making.
Definitely, absolutely.
He's sat there telling me he wants Sharia in the UK. He would kill gays.
Absolutely.
And
I've had this. Listen, I spoke to. I swear to God, I spoke to Zubida from 1 o'clock in the morning last night till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And then I explained to her, I don't believe in Sharia law. All this stuff, she tried to explain it to me, and she's quite radicalised in that way. Yeah. But I said, explain to me Sharia law. I'm not educated in theology. I'm not, Simon. No. Yeah. I'm an atheist. I lost my faith. I can totally straight with Simon. My baby died, so I lost my faith. Yeah. I lost a child, and that's why I became atheist. Yeah. For my own reasons. And my wife's very Catholic. She's a very strong Catholic. We've had many, many debates, but that's my reason. Yeah. I'm not putting it out there. No one knows. That is what it is. And I was a Christian. Yeah. But these people, these Muslims, some of them are radicalised. Yeah, I've got friends in prison.
It tends to be
radicalise them big time.
It tends to be the younger. Well, in prison is a different thing. I know it's a thing in prison, but it tends to be the younger, and it doesn't matter whether it's Muslim or white chav. It's the younger ones that are more radical. It's the younger ones that are more extreme. Like at the park.
In prison, I've got a few friends in prison. Trust me on this. 80% is Muslim radicalisation.
Yeah.
And I promise you this, you and me.
And they have to do it to stay.
80%, and they're radicalising the younger lads, and they come out and they're radicalised. Yeah. Now, I'm not into theology or any religion. That's why I'm an atheist. I make it clear. I will not talk theology. I am atheist. You and me. And I studied Zen Buddhism for 3 years. You and me. Yeah. It's just not my thing. I won't get involved with theology because you can't win. But I said to me, like, you've got radical people following you. You have. Yeah. And she agreed with me. You and me. Yeah. And when I came on her channel, she all of a sudden, she's never had 365 people watching her. 50, 60 of them were far right.
Oh, yeah.
So on both sides.
I know pretty much all the far right accounts that are in there. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not stupid, Simon. I know what you're about. You're about.
Yeah.
But she said, Brian, she would text me, Brian, there were 50, 60 far rights that come over.
Yeah, because of Ralph.
Me, and I'm ashamed of that.
No, I tell you now, it's because of Ralph.
Yeah.
Ralph has got. Yeah. He's on loads of Telegram groups.
I didn't get on with Ard. This guy called Ard, if I'm honest. I didn't get on with Ard because he said, what's a white man doing on a Muslim channel? She kicked him straight out. But
well, that's the thing, because she had,
in theory,
she's been running around like queen of the Muslims, like declaring boycotts on because Belly is a bit atheist, so she declared a boycott on Veli. Then she declared a boycott on Raj, and then and that was because Faz was making her. And it's like, Zoo,
Well,
what?
she told me about G Block. Have you heard of G Block? Have you heard of G Block?
That's Veli. Yeah.
G
That's the guy I'm talking about.
G Block. She told me that was a racist channel as well.
It's run by a black guy.
It's a racist channel.
It's a black guy. It's a black channel.
Right.
It's literally an all black panel that aren't Muslims. So they're not racist.
I said to Sabida, I found your channel very Muslim.
Yeah.
I did. And she said, only since I've been on, there's been white guys on.
Yeah. Which, well, I mean, she usually has,
when I first went on, I found it very Muslim.
She usually has Dan on. Yeah, I don't know. It just needs to be mixed. I mean, Veli's channel can't be accused of being racist because they're literally all of them black, but they're not. But they're all atheists, but they're not into Islam. Do you know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying. When you call someone racist, you got to be very careful.
Yeah.
Because you're given that card, what I call the racist card.
Yeah.
Me. Yeah. But because I've got mixed race children and Eastern European children, I can come out there. But I did say to Zabida, when I first came on 3 weeks ago, I found this a very Muslim channel, and I was abused.
Yeah, I mean, she's the one of she's one of the more reasonable ones. Like I say, that guy that was just like, get this batty boy off here, he's haram, and she was like, he's not haram in this country. Actually, no, it was Samaya who said that.
And she said to me, when you came on, they said, what's this gay guy doing on the channel? This is what she said to you tonight.
Yeah.
I spoke to her.
Yeah.
And she kicked him off.
She did.
She kicked the guy off.
That is exactly right.
And she said to me, I've got no problem with Simon. And she told me that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I mean, I'll never lie, Simon. That's what she told me, yeah. And she said, the guy came on and said, what, you got a gay guy on, Paul? Yeah. And she just kicked him. And I've got to be honest with you, mate, when I've gone on there and they've got what this white man doing, this is me they're on about, doing on your channel, your Muslim channel, they call her sister and brothers and all this lot.
Yeah.
She kicked them.
Yeah.
But she's coming offline. She's going to come offline. So, but it can take over your life because I'm addicted to it, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're sitting indoors all day, and you're having a beer, a couple of vodkas, you go on.
That's the worst time to do it.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've got a problem with anybody. I'll even go and apologise to Wendy tonight. I'm happy to do that. But Plisco, I can't. I'll be honest with you, he's gone too far.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's gone too far. He's got chock full of nuts, a Plisco legend. Yeah, the legend of Plisco is chock full of nuts. Yeah. What's his other channel? He goes under the name Sabrina, a girl. Yeah. Alan Mitchell, that's his real name. Yeah, I know where he lives. I know where he's better than now. But this ain't what I want, Simon. I only come on here to fucking just
socialise a bit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't really want a war with people. I don't really want a war with people.
COVID.
Yeah.
I don't want a war with people, Simon.
But I don't.
Educated. I know a few people, but I don't want it. I don't want it.
And people go especially loopy, like in this lockdown thing.
But I mean, my wife abused. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm as guilty as the next man because I've said some horrible things when I've been triggered.
Yeah.
But all I did the other day, when he called me on the show, I went on the Was show, he called me on, and he does, trust me, he does. He's a liar. He calls me every day to come on his show. Yeah. It's just for views. I don't know why I bring views, but it's just for views and controversy. But when I got a man out saying they're going to rape my children, I've got to take that personal.
Yeah, but then you know none of...
Wendy comes on and highlights that.
How do you mean highlights that?
Well, she came on after he said that, and then I said to her, I did say to her, because I know Wendy, what she's about. I won't divulge her real name, but I know where she's about and what she does, etc. And I'll say, what, Wendy, give me your regiment number. Give me your PCN number. Where did you do your barracks? Yeah. So I can't. But listen, you could talk about a woman, remember, that lost her husband in a horrific accident. Yeah. I mean, horrific. The man lost his head. Can you imagine?
No, well, I can, but I don't want to.
My sister works for the London Ambulance Service. She told me, it is horrific. Can you imagine putting your partner
no.
who's got no head?
No.
It's horrific. It's horrific.
Well, this is why I have this inbuilt urge to. It sounds so.
Protector.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
From people.
No, I get that.
From people at esau. Do you know what I mean? It's like I don't care if she's a bit of a cunt sometimes. I really don't. But I don't think that treatment can ever be justified. Do you know what I mean?
If someone said to you, like Simon, if someone said to you they're going to kick your partner's head around the fucking like a football.
Well, Esau did it yesterday. He was like,
go on.
Esau was like, I hope you enjoy watching your partner die under a fake garage account.
Yeah.
You're going to watch it. I sent it to you. But that was Esau. That's what he does to people. And then he wonders why people...
I know his accounts.
Yeah. And he wonders why people explode into racist abuse.
My wife.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, never mind.
I had to try and rein him in. He's a wild horse. He's a wild horse, like a wild horse. But the comments aren't great. And I don't see where they come from, because on the Reels, if you go back to Reels channel, do you know Reel?
I was on Reels channel in the first week that it opened, and then I stopped going on there when... Yeah.
Back in March when I first come on, yeah? And that guy was a million potato, but the nigger, Packy, and him saying he's going to kick her head around and all that lot, it got out of hand. Now me, I'd have shut the channel down.
Real was fucking appalling. Real took no responsibility over his channel whatsoever. He just...
And I said this to him, and he kept repeating Brian Hull. Brian Harvey. Remember, I'm a nobody. You hear me? But he kept doing this, didn't he? Big up. He lost his channels, everything. You're a dickhead. Yeah, but I don't want to be doing things like I've done with Adam. I shamed a little bit, if I'm honest, Simon, that I've had to close Adult Shitless and Stealth channel down and tell him you better shut it down. But I don't want him to do that.
But why?
I didn't want him to do that.
Why? What's happened there?
Because of... Well, basically, he was putting up... My wife picked up... He was putting up songs about me. And he upset her. And then my son got a bit. And my son tried to kill himself last year. He heard it. So I said to him, which I know about...
I only had songs. I didn't see anything else.
Yeah, it was nothing major. That's the problem. It was nothing major. All I asked him to do was take the songs down. And what happened was there was a girl this year. He did a song about, I'm going to say who, and she tried to commit suicide. Yeah. It wasn't even that bad, if I'm totally honest. Yeah. But yeah, it's a drawn effect.
But what? I mean, what did she do to draw that? I mean, Adolf doesn't strike me as a nasty man. I don't know him, but I mean, the first time...
No, he's not. This is the point. And I've spoken to him. I didn't want him to shut his channel down. But I said to him, listen, you're making these videos about me and you mention my wife. He should never mention me. Listen, I'm a man. Come at me. I'm all right with that. Say Brian Hill. Don't say my wife.
Yeah.
And that was my point.
Look. I don't really know if the songs were justified in taking down. At least they're creative. Do you know what I mean?
No, I found it quite funny, if I'm totally honest. I've got to be honest. My wife didn't on the one. Earlier, take the one down. But because I said to him, look, take it down, or I will show what this girl has done. Yeah, to herself. Yeah, because of what you've done. So he didn't have to do that far. He didn't. And I'm quite happy to say you didn't have to do that far. Yeah? But if I'm coming at you, Simon, I'm not going to come at your family, your mum, your dad, your sister, but you and me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
Exactly.
That's wrong. Yeah?
Exactly.
You're telling me like my brings up one in his dick and I can't fucking sort her out and shit like that.
It's a piss take song, though. I mean, are you really?
I found it quite funny.
I really wouldn't.
Can't tell my wife that.
I mean, I really wouldn't take it seriously. It really is a piss take. You know what I mean? But
no, I didn't. But my wife's from the Czech Republic. She did.
Yeah.
She doesn't get English humour.
Yeah.
They don't get English humour. Give me.
We are serious. We are serious.
And I think he's quite talented, if I'm honest.
He is.
And I think he's quite talented.
He is.
I do. I think, but he didn't have to go that far. That was a different kettle of fish. I took him down. I went to see him, didn't we? Yeah, that was a different kettle of fish. Yeah, but and the others. But he wasn't a problem to me. He wasn't. He was never a problem to me.
I only had him being nice to you, to be honest.
Yeah, and I found his videos funny. If I'm honest, I found them quite good.
Mm-hmm.
All he should never just don't bring my wife into it. That's all I ever asked. It's wrong. I won't bring people's mum or dads or sisters or brothers into it. That's all. Come at me is all you want. I'm online. So if you're going to come online, if you can't give it, don't accept it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's the rules, isn't it? Really, it's an unwritten rule. Don't go online.
Yeah. I mean, all this trying to bully people on and offline, I don't just mean you. There's a lot of people. It's like Skits at the moment wants Easy to come offline. Thinks Easy should come offline because he's too thick and he's boring and it's a pity channel. And Easy...
He's fierce. He's fierce. Yeah, I don't agree. I'll message you out and you can record this and I'll tell him. I don't agree with what he comes at.
Trying to shut channels down because you don't like them.
Ever listen to me with Wendy? I mean, listen to the convo. You'll never see me be disrespectful, Simon. Do you get me?
Yeah, I don't know.
You'll never hear me call her names or swear at her. I'll never be disrespectful. Hear me? I'll never call her names or swear at her because I was taught by Mum never do that.
Yeah, but it's the other stuff. I mean, what happened with her grown-up children? I mean, and Chartel.
Right, I know who her sons are. I know who her daughters are. Yeah, I know they married, got pictures. I know the grandchildren. I've got pictures of the graveside. And I said this wrongly so. Should not have mentioned it, but she pushed me buttons. Yeah, she knows how to push me buttons because I will ask her a question she won't answer. So she'll ask me questions. She's a very clever woman. Listen, Wendy is a very clever woman. Yeah, give her a due, and you've got to give her a due. She's been on this game a long time. She pushed me buttons. I said, Wendy, I've got pictures of your kids at the graveside. I should never have said it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should never have said it.
Okay.
She said, okay, send the picture. So I did. I sent it to Wasp. She could nothing, didn't we? Now, you got to remember is, Simon, in February, March, April, I was speaking to that lady every single day. We were texting. I was helping her with an EHC plan with a granddaughter, didn't we?
Mm.
And it all just went pear-shaped. Do you know why? Because of real.
How? How?
You got to remember, this woman lost her husband 10 years ago. Yeah, in the most horrific accident you can imagine.
Mm.
And I'll be honest with you, I gave Esau the wrong details because I know he'd post it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, but what? See, I told you the other day about matey's dialysis, etc. The next day I've got you saying you should be looking after him. He's dying, you cunt. And then I've got Esau coming at me saying he's dying. You should be looking after him, and quoting the same thing.
When I was on holiday, right?
Yeah.
I felt we had an agreement.
Yeah.
And I never one word. We never spoke. I never went on Wendy's channel. All I did, I went on Zabidas, and I got slagged off for going on Zabidas. Yeah. I went on Wasp once. Yeah, and I always get ganged up upon. But I'm used to that. Yeah, you never came at me.
No,
yeah.
But then you also claim to have photos of Banksy, who's my mate.
I do. I got a video of him.
See, I don't believe this. I just don't.
Listen, I paid. But listen, Simon, I swear to you, and this is on my children's lives. I paid £20,000 5 months ago to put, a private investigators, 3 of them, on certain people. Yeah, they thought I paid it 3 months ago. No, it wasn't. It was 5 months ago. I'm not going to tell them what I did. Yeah. I told him after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, he did nothing wrong, because legally she was 16. All he did was meet her in a park. Yeah. Now, I got information wrong also because I thought he had 2 children and a wife. He doesn't.
No, he's not married. No,
he's not. He's not. Yeah. I know exactly where he lives. Yeah. Let's just say the hounds are around the area. Yeah. Right. But he's come at me and called me all sorts of names. I should have let that go. But I was what's the word I'm going to look for? Let me look for. Pushed by other people, yeah, let's say, because of what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not saying, he did nothing wrong. He said it was legal.
So you're saying you paid a private investigator to follow him?
£20,000 to follow 5 people, yeah. Back in May. But people thought it was in June and July, but I'd already paid it. But that was on majorly on one person. Simon, I've paid £80,000 since January.
What's your motivation for that? Why? I don't get it.
Because I'm a stubborn cunt, if I'm honest, yeah. And waste of money, because I could have updated my car. Yeah. Absolute waste of money. Nearly cost me my marriage. But just wanted to prove a point, and because of a paedophilia of 2 people, which I've got evidence of, which have gone to the police, the other 3, waste of money. Total waste of money. Absolute waste of money. 4, sorry, should I say.
And Banksy was one of these people, but why? Who set you on Banksy?
Because he started on me. Yeah. Because I've got a Banksy, right? I love Banksy. Yeah, he's my favourite artist. Yeah, I've got Flying Without Wings. I've got the pink face. Yeah, it's a one of one. It's a one of one. If you look it up, get the other faces. I've got Banksy. It's the one of one. I know who Banksy is. From Gospel University. Yeah, I've got a one of one. I've got the pink. Yeah, if you look it up, no one knows where it is. It says you can't find it. I own it. Right. Yeah, signed by him as a one of one. So when this guy came up called Banksy, I started talking to him. Yeah, this is back in February, March. He doesn't know nothing about Banksy.
No,
he
started the channel up because he likes street art, and initially.
This graffiti art is my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I managed to get the pink face. Yeah, Flying Without Wings, the policeman. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of C125? Who's he's a French guy who does the same thing but in colour. And they're beautiful. They're really beautiful.
Yeah, they are. I got it because as pure as an investment, it's a one-of-one. You can look it up. It's a one-of-one signed by him. Yeah, said to me, blah 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 blah, and it's an investment, Mitchell. That's my kid's investment. Yeah, but I don't know what you're on about C15. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Banksy's not about money. He don't give a fuck about money. Give me, absolutely don't care. But I love graffiti art. Love it, very passionate. And then I got involved with Ian Puddock, who's got fake Banksys and gives it all the bollocks. Yeah, he's a nasty little man, but that's another issue.
That's also complicated. I don't really understand the Puddock thing. I just.
If on the truth, he called me January the 3rd. This is the God's honest truth. I got a door company. He called me. He never called me. A friend of a friend of a friend called me because I do close protection. It's called CP work, close protection. He's being trolled, right? And I understand that by 4 people. which was Dave Ball, Tom Carhill, you can look him up, Brian Harvey, and Steve Smith, right? And he asked a friend of a friend of a friend, can I sort it out? So I phoned every single one of them, including Brian Harvey, Tom Carhill, Dave Ball. They stopped the trolling, and they was phoning these offices every day saying they're going to burn him and do all this shit out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
he had someone's. Didn't he have Harvey's computers taken away or something?
Well, they say that or not. He did. He said Harvey was sectioned and all this. There was a to and fro, but Brian ain't as innocent as he makes out. I found this out later on, so I made mistakes. Yeah. Brian's not as innocent as he makes out. Yeah. But he had Ian Puddick had a vendetta going back to Pie Mash films with Bill Maloney, Anna Breeze, and John Wedger. Right, all about money.
And Anna Breeze has just resurfaced.
Well, Bill Maloney has two companies called Pie Mash Films and Pie Mash Films Limited. Both owned, you can do company's house check, by Ian Puddick. Yeah? Then he set up a company called Gadfly Limited, which he set up at amazon.co.uk for Sean Atwood. You know about Sean Atwood?
Yeah.
Scumbag. Right? Anyway, I was going to go. I could show all the messages from Sean Atwood. Anyway, going back to Bill Maloney, he then sent John Wedger, who was a supposedly vice unit. Now, I worked at the West End, all the West End. I had all the clubs at the West End, most of them. He sent John Wedger to pick up Brian Harvey to do an interview with a guy who supposedly, which was not because he got special needs.
That Andrew bloke. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, his name's Andrew Ashwood. It's not Andrew Ash. His name's Andrew Ashwood. That was all a staged thing. But then I found out that Bill Maloney was paid for 16 years by the police. Yeah, 16 years. So I published this by John Wedger. John Wedger had the JohnWedger.org Foundation, no charity number whatsoever, and had 7 GoFundMe sites. So I phoned the Charities Commission and I shut his charity down. Yeah, it took £900,000 last year. £900,000.
Which one's that? Wedger or Maloney?
John Wedger.
Wedger. Yeah.
Jonathan Wedger, his name. James George Wedger. No, not Bill Maloney. Bill Maloney and his wife, who's called Marie, all lived in Marconi Hollywood. And I expose this. Can you hear me? So you hear me?
Yeah, you were cutting in and out there, but yeah.
Yeah, someone called me. Right, so they lived in Marconi Hollywood Village. I exposed this. Actually, I was given information by, who I don't get on with now, Danny Jones Hoax Police. Do you know Danny Jones Hoax Police? Yeah, I just met him.
Right.
Yeah. He gave me the information. So I then exposed Bill Maloney, really, John Wedger, and a Breeze. Yeah, but whether I don't care about gay or bi or whatever, John Wedger is a gay man. Yeah, but he hides it.
Okay.
He's in the closet.
Yeah.
So I said, come out. I said to him, come out. Not a problem. He set up the John Wedger Foundation, which you can look up. He had no charity number. So I shut him down. Yeah. Then he got involved with a company called the Jesus Army with Chris Lambriano.
Oh, the Jesus Army. I know the Jesus Army. They used to come into all the clubs in London and wearing orange. Okay. That's interesting.
He's done an interview with John Wedger. I've got all the texts from John Wedger this year and last year. I've got over 300 texts from him. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I was going on the Sean Atwood show to expose him. The day before, he's got a PA called Amanda Payne. I've got all the texts. I'll show you them. The day before I was supposed to go on, I was going to expose John Wedger and Sean Atwood. They cancelled. They found out what I was going to do.
Yeah.
And it all started from that. That's when it all started from. But I've got all the texts, I've got all the evidence, if me. So it's just about money. Man's got 3 motorhomes.
Wedger?
Yeah, he's got 3
Yeah.
motorhomes, 2 BMWs. He's got a Mercedes in his son's name, 2020 plate.
It's none of my business really. I'm just trying to make sense of it, because it's also so initially you went to check out Harvey on behalf of Puddock, and then realised that Harvey was a bit dicey.
4 people. Dave, what?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I believed him, right? I had Dave Ball, Brian Harvey, Tom Carhill, who lives in Thailand, but I've got friends who live in Thailand, yeah? And there's this guy called Srefi. So I contacted them all. I went and knocked at Brian Harvey's door, out the blue. Is it? Yeah, speak to, I know people who he knows. Just go and check me out before you let me in. He did. He phoned 3 people, confirmed who I was. I went into his house. Now, for 3 months, yeah, I looked after him, monetary-wise, shall I say, because he's got fuck all. The house he lives in was his grandma's. It's a council house. He's got fuck all. But when I walked in his house, he's got 40 grand's worth of computer equipment.
Oh, I've seen the studio shit he's got. I've seen the studio shit he's got.
Where the fuck did he get that from?
Yeah, no idea.
Or where the fuck did he get that from? So, questions had to be asked. Then he done, that day I was there, it was called The Feud Is Over with Ian Puddock. You can look it up, yeah? Where he took Ian Puddock down off his board. He's got a white board.
Yeah.
He's in his room. All these names. He's got a thing where he thinks he's going to get £20 million from Rupert Murdoch. Fuck all. Yeah. At the time, so it's 3rd or 4th or 5th time I've gone there, I took my pals with me. My mates went, he's fucking off his head. Yeah.
It's crack. It's a crack psychosis. I can see it from here.
I'll tell you the truth, Simon. But I'll tell you the truth, Simon. He asked me to pick up some green for him.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get down there, and that's why he turned on me.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. And I'll back that man 100%. Put myself on the line.
Yeah, you don't want to mix those two things, so that's dicey. I don't know.
Well, what people do behind their doors, I'm not bothered about. I'm not bothered about. But listen, I bought his fucking. I paid for them kennels at his back of his house. I gave him the money for the kennels and the AstroTurf. I paid for all that. I can show you all the pictures. I paid for all that. Give me as a favour for him.
It sounds like you want to stop giving people money, bro.
Oh, yeah, he said about the AstroTurf, I got it. He asked for the kennels, I got it. It ain't a drama to me. It doesn't bother me. But he then went the other way. If you see his last video about the mice, he's off his head.
I haven't watched it.
I watched it. It's $1,600,000. You got to look at it, mate. Yeah. But anyway, I only went there I've only been there 5 or 6 times. I only went on there on the last but one because that Chantel asked me to go on that Reels channel, her Black Brothers channel. Then I found out about the dog situation. He's mauled the kid's mum.
So how?
Yeah. The kid's 15, 16 now. Yeah. But no one knows this, you me. Out of embarrassment, because I never knew. But Wendy did warn me, if I'm honest. She warned me. I didn't take her up on it.
Yeah. Real just wanted an ex-pop star to...
That's all he wanted. So I was like, yeah, listen, I can bring fucking people. I can bring Stormzy. I can bring proper. I know proper grime stars. Boy, I was an ex-pop. He's nothing. I'm not putting him down, but he's nothing. Give me. Yeah. It really is nothing. Yeah.
As long as he sticks to what he does.
Where all the people come.
He should just make tunes of trolling.
The problem is, he's got a superb voice. Wasted. But going back to Ian Puddock, yeah? So anyway, he offered me 25 grand. When I found out what was going on, I wouldn't take the money. I went back to him eye on him.
So you're cutting out a bit. Say again?
I found out he was connected. Can you hear me?
I can now, yeah.
So the second time I went to Paddock, I said, I ain't doing your shit. You know, I spoke to Tom Carhill, who's in Thailand. My pal went to him. It's all like, it's a bit of a conspiracy. And I went to Paddock, I grabbed him up, and I said, you're a fucking wrong 'un. So I put a PR on him for 2 weeks. And found out he's involved with Michael Portillo.
When you say involved...
They're boyfriends.
Okay.
Yeah, which is no drama. Listen, let them be what they want. But they had young kids around them, 14, 15. Yeah, and I didn't agree with that. And I've got the pictures. But listen, Michael Portillo is high up. We're talking about Michael Portillo. He was the defence minister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always looked like
defence minister.
He's always looked like a bit of a homo to me, but I don't like to think about it very much.
No, listen, he is what he is. No, listen,
Yeah.
he is what he is. But then I've gone deeper. And deeper and deeper. Yeah, whether a man's gay or lesbian or whatever, it doesn't bother me, Simon. It really doesn't. But then I went into the SRA. That was deep.
SRA? What's that?
SRA, yeah.
SRA, what's that?
Satanic ritual abuse.
Oh, okay.
Right, now if you've read the news lately, in February and March, I brought up Wilfred Wong. Yeah?
Oh, he's suddenly popping up. Yeah, somebody was putting this in comments in one of my chats the other day, and I didn't know who the fuck it was. And there's other stuff coming up about him now.
Well, he's been involved with John Wedger, the Jesus Army, yeah, and said for 11 years investigating RSA, which satanic ritual, SRA, satanic ritual abuse, for 11 years. But he's never blown the whistle. Same as John Wedger. John Wedger says a whistleblower, he's never blown the whistle with nobody. Now, Wilfred Wong got arrested last weekend. Yeah? Now, I said this 7 months ago. Yeah, about Wilfred Wong. His co-defendant killed him, was found dead in his cell yesterday.
Really? Okay.
Did you look it up? Just Google it.
I'll have a look. Yeah.
Google it.
I mean, I haven't looked at it at all, but I keep seeing.
Wilfred Wong.
Yeah, I keep seeing the name Wilfred Wong over the last couple of days.
I said this 7 months ago, live. Yeah, Wilfred Wong is a wrong 'un. Yeah. But I went down the rabbit hole. I wish I never. If you type in Wilfred Wong, found dead in his cell yesterday. Now, Wilfred Wong's been arrested, who's supposedly an advocate for child abuse, has been nicked for kidnapping a 6-year-old kid.
Wow.
I don't know if you're on a computer, you can look that up.
Yeah, I'll have a look when I go back.
It's Wilfred Wong.
Yeah, because he's down.
These associations with John Wick.
And he's down Norfolk way, isn't he? Did I see that?
He's all over the place. But if you look him up, he got arrested last week.
Yeah.
But the guy, his co-defendant, killed himself, or they say killed himself yesterday. Was found dead in his cell.
Because what's his chops? Paddock was straight in my comments when I made that video to say that you just turned up in his office asking for $5,000 for.
Listen, I didn't know Ian. No, absolutely. I never knew Ian. Yeah, I didn't know Ian from. I'd never even heard of the guy.
See, his story is that you approached him.
Heard of the guy.
His story was that you approached. This is just a comment on a YouTube video. His comment.
Yeah, I know this.
Yeah. He just said that you approached him for funding for Harvey's comeback gig. That was what he said on a comment.
I'd never even heard of the fella. I obviously have heard. I mean, I tell a lie. Back in the 1999, I threw him out of a club.
Oh, lost you. Hello.
Hello. Sorry about that.
You're right.
Yeah, cool, good. Yeah, so where was I?
Throwing someone out of a club.
Back in 1999, I think I threw him out of the club of Browns, or I've been kind of once. Yeah, but never met the guy in my life. Yeah, never even heard of me in public. I've never. Me. Yeah. It was only since I backed Brian Harvey. Yeah, because the trolling what Ian Puddock put up me. But then I looked into him. Yeah. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
I looked into him, and then I went deep into him. I mean, man's a multi-millionaire and blah, 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 blah. But then I looked into his wife, Alina Puddock, which is Lena Puddock. Yeah, but he didn't expect that. He just thought I was a little lonely security company. Didn't know fuck all. That's what he thought. And he very rarely comes online now.
Amy.
What's all that noise?
Sorry about that. Well, if you notice, he'll never come online now. But yeah, you know, she'll go online all the time.
I don't know, I've only ever seen him on comments really, or in live.
Oh, he all the time, but he won't come online now. You me? Not a drama with the guy because he's okay, but JFIP, which is just Ian Puddock. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realise who you meant when you used that abbreviation. Yeah, okay.
JFIP is just for Ian Puddock, it's Jason. Yeah. Now I spoke to him personally because I get information from another source. I spoke to him, and his phone was paid just by Puddock. He gave him a phone just by Puddock, and that's why he put comments up. So I spoke to him. I said, look, I've got your number. He went, but I said, I'll never speak to him again. So he took all the videos down. Yeah?
I haven't looked actually. I wouldn't know because I didn't really look at his channel before.
No threatening. I've got his number. You can speak to him. No problem. Yeah, he was sweet. With me. But Ian Puddock's very high up there. His uncle's cousin was a Peter Heyman. So Peter Heyman was done for paedophilia back in the 90s. MI5. His dad was MI5.
He supplies his gin to the palace, so he must be quite well connected.
He doesn't. That's bullshit. Well, I'll send you a choice. Okay, I'll send you a picture, yeah? Now, let me do this, right? Let me send you what he sent me. He gave me, so I can show you, all right?
I'm only saying that because I watched the Sean Atwood.
You're gonna laugh.
I watched the Sean Atwood video and watched him plugging his... I watched him plugging his gin distillery.
Oh, he's talking shit. He's got no gin company now. Shut down. Yeah? Right? I'll show you. Right? And no, I can't make this up. He was begging me. Yeah? Right, hang on, stay there. You'll laugh if I look up at this, because you've got a sense of humour, Simon.
I have, yeah.
You're right, it's humour, mate. Oh, I have. That is I have.
Yeah.
But the keys full of shit. Right, but you can see from the car where he gives me bottles and bottles and bottles. Hang on, let me just send this to you and laugh. I hope you will anyway.
Oh, I can see this at the same time, actually.
One second. Well, here we go. Let me send that one. Let me send that one. Hang on, Hangouts. I'm going to send it back. Well, you like your bollocks on, it proves that, because I don't tell lies, mate. Yeah? Hang on. I lined them all up. I'm not a gin drinker because my mum used to call it Devil's Ruin.
I can't bear it.
But no, my mum called it Devil's Ruin.
What am I looking at? I'm looking at a lot of gin and orange.
Yeah, look where it come from.
The V&A Museum?
The old bakery gym,
Our
mate.
bakery. Hold on. Foreign and Commonwealth Office.
You ain't supply no Buckingham Palace lying cum.
Department